Hey y'all, let's do another round of this insanity.
You're beautiful but unsatisfied since day one. You were getting teased and it scarred you when you were young. Now you're getting older and you've been on the grind. Your paper off the scale so you feel like it's time. So you got a nose job, that's the primary thing. People teased you as a kid and for some reason you hit. Always into high fashion, girl, you heavy like lead. Liposuction out your shell like a chicken and egg. Feeling confident but now you're becoming obsessed. First your nose, then your weight, now your butt and your breast. It's a vanity fair, cosmetic overdose. Fiending for a next operation like it was dope. Now you feel the need to skin pill, your skin's no good. But if those around you were real, they'll tell you the truth. Just because you spending thousands, that don't make it alright. Had one problem, now it's many going under the knife. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on. Vanity Fair, yeah. Changing one or two things, cool girl, do you? Do you wanna be beautiful and look like you? Or do you wanna look like someone you saw in a magazine or video, but not in the raw? I like nice shaped bodies, bikinis Brazilian, but too much of anything just isn't appealing. Some people spend a lifetime, even a million. No grace like those unhappy when chilling. A girl with a big butt, big lips, small hips is what we all love to see, and men dream about this. There is nothing wrong with getting something broken fixed. Some women get a breast job cause cancer assists. Some women want to please their man and insist. And a woman really loves you if she wants to do this. But abuse ain't the same as intention was cared. So be careful of the drug called the Vanity Fair. Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, facelines, looking your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. I said your lips, breasts, butt, legs, waist, hips, nose and chest, waistline, faceline, look at your best. Do it like the rest, Vanity Fair. Come on.
Hey y'all, we're back again. Switching gears back to the basics. Hey, I hate peas, Brenda. Sorry, y'all, I'm stuck. Gina, Tina, Nat, Tia, Nada, Forgotten. Happy, Jennifer. Was that Justice? Mama. What y'all up to on this wonderful Monday morning? Hey, Forgotten. Some of you guys are watching my old live, which that in the big picture, it doesn't even matter. We're moving on. So we left off last time, Friday. Friday was the last time we did this. I have an audience licking paws back here, so it's not me. My doctor's appointment. It was great because doctor's appointment was via telehealth again. So it was wonderful. It was quick and easy, painless. No, I have to have the roto-rooter done on my sinuses, and I just don't want to do it. I don't want to do it, but it's getting to the point where I almost have to do it. Anyways, okay. Where are we at? We left off Friday with part 4 of videos that are leading us to current time. I've gone through and kind of put videos together and skipped around. So we're going to hop back into that. If you have any questions before we do that, ask me now or forever hold your peace. I'm just joking. If you have any questions, you're at the doctor's too. It's Monday. It's a good day for that. Monday's a great day for the doctors. Get it out of the way. I hate peas. Yes. Jennifer, not really. I mean, I do, but I don't. Like, I take pumpkin seed oil or capsules, and I wash my hair daily. I don't do any of the hair training stuff. I can't stand it. In fact, like when it's not washed, I'm a weirdo. So I really don't have the healthiest hair. I have really fine, like super baby soft, fine hair. It's not colored. You can tell the last time I colored it was myself, and it was like a year and a half ago, probably. And it's like grown out. This is all my natural color. Did you say hold your peas? Did I? I might have. I don't know what I said. Okay. So what we're doing is we're going through a timeline of clips leading up to where we are now in today's timeline with Molly and the misinformation cronies, which would be Justin L. Molly, we have basically been kind of focusing on the Marvon story, but this starts to be where they came back from Georgia and they start intermixing all sorts of different topics. Mallory starts being around a lot more. They start all these other distractions, and we're just walking through it. I could have, you know. Oh, you missed the intro music. I play that music all the time. All right, here we go. Again, this is all under fair use, based on my opinion only, on the facts of what actually is happening.
What can I say? They did something that
well, it was so bad. They don't even realize that what they did is so bad that if YouTube caught it.
That's right. Okay. I know where we're at now. So what we're popping back into is they were talking about somebody else's channel. They had been talking about getting Kool-Aid's channel removed and striking Kool-Aid's channel. That's where we left off. And she had done all these like weird lives. That I forgot part 4. What was in part 4? Yeah. So this is where we're at. This is mid-November, end of November. I think this takes us up to Thanksgiving Day. And then Thanksgiving Day, if you remember, she went live and said shit for hours and hours. I think she was live over 10 hours that day. We're not going to get through all of that, but we're going to get to that. Okay.
That's a baby who did nothing wrong. A baby that got nothing but bruises and no love. And didn't get to see its second birthday? Come on, man. Come on. She just, Martini broke 2 of her fingers and she actually got up to type. Well, thank you, honey. Wait, what? Did she have a post-party depression? Dude, postpartum depression doesn't bring you to a bar. I didn't have that. I don't know anything about postpartum depression. I never suffered it. Never looked into it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. I forgot where we were in this, and I remember why we stopped where we did. Now I remember why we stopped where we did. She is talking about Leilani Simon in this situation. And of course, in Molly's world, postpartum depression doesn't exist because she didn't have to deal with it. Therefore, it's not a real thing. It's very real. It's very, very hard for a lot of people. It actually affects way more people than anybody even is willing to talk about. Because, as a mom, as a woman, we're told that you're supposed to be so excited and so happy and everything's just sunshine and rainbows after childbirth. It's not for everybody, but women have a tendency of putting that face on and acting like they're okay until they're not okay. Postpartum depression is horrific. And yeah, exactly, Amethyst. As a life coach, yeah, and it's so ignorant for them to talk about this like this, but okay, I forget where we were. Sorry, y'all.
She wasn't the kid's legal guardian. So
that says a lot. And all of a sudden, but by the way, what's with that tiny clip? I gotta ask you, Justin.
Mm-hmm.
What's with the tiny clip that Brian St. John had of grandma going into Diana's house where she's sitting in the chair and it looked like she yelled at her.
You
What was
never
that?
saw that? That was all over. That was in the beginning.
What was that about?
That was uh Billy Joe yelling at Diane. They got into a massive fight
Why?
because Billy Joe was there. She's like, "I told you to watch these babies," and everything. It was Billy Joe trying to pass on
Oh,
the
pass the
blame
buck.
and the guilt
She was
towards the
trying to pass the
babysitter.
buck.
Yeah.
Passing the buck on her.
Yeah.
Oh,
She's
hell no. I didn't know
she's
that.
not. I mean, that's like when you're the guardian, you're the parent of a kid. The buck stops with you.
All right, crowd, say it with me. You know what we're saying to Justin. Shut the fuck up, Spanky. Just shut up, Spanky. Shut up. Shut up. That's all I gotta say to him anymore. There's nothing else to say. That's it. I just wish he would shut up. I really wish he would shut up. I'm trying to frustrated. I need to ask you about how to do that to the channel. How to get the little thing off so the comments don't get filtered.
You are responsible for their care.
Wow. See, that's my biggest problem with Billy Joel. She took no accountability. And when I stood out there and said, why don't you just end this today? Go inside the bathroom, call the authorities and say, I'm ending this today. Go into her room, grab her by the hair, drag her down the stairs, drag her out. Why didn't she do that? Why did she wait?
Because Leilani never had accountability.
Yeah. Well, when I messaged
They
Vinny
never did
Politan,
it to her.
I messaged Vinny Politan from the airport in Key West. I said, Vinny, oh my God, I have it still, I think. I'd have to look. I said, they just arrested Leilani Simon. And he wrote back, good. He goes, now we get her on trial, death penalty. That's what he said. I won't be there.
That's right. That's right. Okay. I'm glad we're getting some context of where we left off because I was still struggling. There's been so much that's happened even in the last few days. I'm like, which part were we at? I forget that she claims that she's the one who let Vinny Politan know. And then that's what Vinny says. Oh, the Phoenix. Thank you so much. Y'all are too kind. Thank you so much. I'm sorry again. I'm terrible about that. Sometimes I just get going. But thank you so much. You guys are incredible with the memberships. That makes me, that's the most exciting thing. Can you imagine Forgotten? Can you imagine? Hey, Kimmy, how she name drops him. It's so cringeworthy.
I won't be there. Will not be there. Will not be there. No accountability. You don't want your baby. It's just like I said. If you don't want your baby, they have laws. You can leave them somewhere. Hospital, police station, right? In the video on Olivia's channel. My sister was watching it. She's like, Mercy, you made me cry. I was like, why? She goes, you said, why didn't you give the baby to me? She goes, made me cry. I said, I don't even remember saying that. And I guess I did. I went back and I looked at the video and I said that. I was like, why didn't you give the baby to me? I would have taken him.
A lot of people would have.
And look at Casey Anthony. Here she is getting paid for her side. She was a liar from the beginning.
Sickening. Sick.
She has 2 babies, huh? Listen, grandma only wants to party. Can you believe grandma is younger than me?
Really?
Mm-hmm. Billy Joel's younger than me.
I thought she was in her 50s.
No, I thought she was like 62. That's disgusting. I was just thinking about that, what that's like to have multiple children with multiple fathers and to like be mean to a specific one because you don't like the father because they're either not paying child support or they did you wrong. That's bad.
Horrible. Can't imagine
That's how
that.
she treated them? Huh. Wow.
Not the kid's fault ever.
Honestly, I'm not as mad at Chief Hadley or Savannah anymore, and I'm glad to get that off my chest. I hated saying to Justin and saying to Wynette Jackson that I'll never go back to Savannah, Georgia again because of the corruption, but nothing made me feel better than that. I mean, I almost fell over when I heard that she got arrested. I was in the airport trying to get out of there. I was sick as hell. I was dying. It was a struggle to get back here. It really was.
Anybody remember? Do you remember why she was struggling coming back from Key West? I don't think it was because of this. Because she had just been in Key West before this. Forgotten. She remember her big, huge shit show that she threw that she would never go back? Yes, of course she's eating. Yes, of course. Yeah. Yeah, Amberly, we're continuing on with the timeline of why we're actually here, and we're just keeping on track. I'm trying to get through this timeline because I am so over it, and I'm sure you guys are too, but I'm trying to get it laid out here so everybody can kind of have a reference to go back if they missed pieces.
I could never hurt a baby. I could never. They're so beautiful and so cute. I'm about to be 48. I don't know how old she is. I'm not interested in her. And let me tell you something. I'm not on her side. Sorry. Not going to happen. Never be on her side. I'm never on the side of, no, I'll never do it. I can't because it's never going to be me.
I'll never cozy up to anyone like that. Like, you always have to be on the side of the victim. Always. If you're not on the side of the victim, people's like, oh, well, you can still support, Billy Joe and Leilani. I'm like, they fucking failed, and the other one killed. And if Billy Joe wouldn't have had her in her house, wouldn't have had her watching these kids at night, this would have never happened. Usually when you take custody, you take custody. You take the parent out of the equation permanently, or at least out of the house.
Okay, that's right. We were comparing that because it's ironic that they can understand that whole guardianship adoption thing when it comes to Quentin Simon, but they don't want to acknowledge it when it comes to Marvon's situation. I forgot about that. Thank you, Amberly. I appreciate you being here and listening. It's just a bunch of bullshit again. We're glad you're here. Thank you so much for being here with us. It's just, yeah, all of you. Thank you for hanging out with me. I know this is redundancy and I know it's frustrating to hear it backwards again, but we're trying to make sure that people have the facts. Oh, bad apple. I got it. I saw it. Sorry. Brain in other places. I will. Oh, Revival. I'm sending you hugs. I'm so sorry. Y'all, today feels like a heavy day for a lot of people. It feels like. Is it a full moon? Maybe. Hey, Marcy. Sorry, I'm just making sure everybody's okay before we move on. Yeah, Amberly, majorly. Yes, Kimmy, absolutely. I'm sorry. I'm sending you guys all huge hugs. Not a full moon. Oh, L, just another manic Monday. Yes, absolutely. Okay, I'm going to carry on. If you guys need me, I'm going to try to pay attention to the comments and I'll try to read them on my phone. I'm trying to edit and read at the same time. Cash, I'm glad that you are having a great day. No, that's good. I'm glad that people are. Oh, Gina, I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry about your loss. I don't think there is any time frame on when grief ends. I hate to say that, but I watch it with Kyle and it's been years. And just the other day, he talked about this the other night a little bit. It was his brother's birthday. His brother and his son share a birthday, and it comes back up a lot. And that's a very raw, I'm really sorry. Yeah, bad apple, I'm terrible about that. Hey, let's be honest. Okay, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to watch and try to be more present in the comments.
That bitch. Can't believe it. And the fact that at least Chief Hadley, said she's not going to have Thanksgiving. He had to have been pissed off.
He was. Yeah. He was literally.
Amberly, I'm so sorry. I'm just gonna hang out for a minute, y'all. It sounds like there's a lot of people that just hold on. Let me take this off the screen for a minute. I'm sorry y'all are going through so much. The Phoenix. Talk about insanity. Like there's so much insanity going on out here. And I just sit back and go, look at the comment section. There's so much real shit going on in people's lives. Real shit. And people choose to come out here and do this on a daily basis. Do you know how miserable it is to actually realize that the story you've been telling is all based on exploitation surrounding mental illness, and then you see it, people struggling on a daily basis in reality every day. Like the whole part of this is such a mind fuck to watch so many people really struggling in the comment section on a daily basis with real tangible things. And then to watch other people who are miserable fucks come out here and create continued drama for people. People in the comment section, all of you guys are going through real stuff that matters. Grief, health conditions, whatever it may be, divorces, separations, kids leaving home, whatever the case may be. These are real life things. And here we are exploiting mental illness and tragedies of people for financial gain. Think about this. Hey, Jennifer, welcome. Hey, Pam. Oh, I'm so sorry, Amberly. That's a lot. I'm really sorry. And you know what? Other people have to have good days too. Like, it's got to be a balance. So I'm glad that there's people that are having good days today too. We've got to have a balance, right? Because we've got to have those people that are having good days that can help fill up the people that are having bad days. We got to continue to balance it out. And we got to continue to talk about these things. This is reality. Like the last live I did was we talked about drama, but at the core of that drama is a real tangible issue. Exploiting mental illness in any shape or form for financial gain in people's tragedies is disgusting. And when you realize that these things were done as a distraction for financial gain for these people, it's sick. It makes you realize how much people are really struggling. Hey, Devious. Oh, Gina, I'm sorry that it's redundancy and it's like feels like we're stuck in a wheel. I promise you we will spin out of the wheel. I just am trying to I think if one thing I can do, it's show a pattern and it's walking that history back for people. And I think that does something for people because they feel validated. They feel like, oh shit, there it is. Everything that I've seen all along for all these years, here you are in a timeline of what they're doing. It might not be the same exact situation, but it's the same pattern over and over again. And I think people feel validated by seeing it that way. So it's annoying to some and it opens up wounds for some and it's hard to hear for some, but for other people, it's really important. And it's actually been helping. Seems to be it's been helping people see and understand and break that cycle to some, because unfortunately we end up being part of that cycle. You either become part of the cycle, even if you're viewing it and watching it in a way, you're supporting that cycle to continue. So we've got to try to break these, and we got to do it as a group, because I'm nowhere close enough to be able to do this all on my own. And so it's going to take a village to correct and say enough's enough of this behavior. Kimmy agreed. Yeah. And look at it. We have kids, like these people then come on here and tell you that they have children that are struggling. They have, real life problems. But yet then we sit back and we realize that they only tell you those things when it's convenient, or they need a distraction, or they need to feel sorry, like get out of jail free card. They only want to get real and talk about real things when the heat's turned up. No, real things happen on a daily basis every day. People are going through shit. And you guys came out here and added fuck ton shit to people just for fun and games. Nah, we ain't the same. We ain't built the same. We'll never be the same. I don't use mental illness and the talks about exploitation of mental illness for a distraction. Yes, Kimmy, absolutely. The pity passes. Yep. And we've got kids that, we sit here and talk about that are struggling. Like I've been open, my girls had a really rough past, and it's nobody's fault. Life happens, and it's unfortunately it's the cycle of addiction. And my sister was abused, and therefore she coped with it the best way she could by numbing the pain. And unfortunately that had consequences, and her girls have had a lot of problems, but it's not just her wrongdoing. It's a cycle of it. And the same thing happens out here. This is a cycle of things that we're seeing done time and time again, but people aren't willing to get to the reality of it, that this is disgusting. Mental illness is real and real prevalent. And exploiting people's tragedies and their pain for money will never be okay. Think about it. Think about our own families. Think about your worst moments in your own families. And then think about being in Dre's spot. Like, again, you cannot like her, whatever the case may be. But think about that. Sorry, we're getting real for a minute over here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're going through a lot. I know a lot of you are going through a lot. Linda, I am so sending you hugs. Evia, sending you hugs. I know you go through it all the time. Elle, like all of you guys. Yeah. Oh, by the way, forgotten. I got a whole video on that. A whole fucking video of her talking about her mom's diagnosis and her mom's illness will not be content and all sorts of stuff. Devious, I got those videos of the fake messages to Molly too, if you want those. I did get a hold of those and I know exactly where they are and I'll load them today. I promise you I will do that. It's sad though. It's really sad at the core of it. Like these are sad situations. Like if we aren't breaking them, like these people need to break these cycles within their own families, but they're not. They're continuing and we're watching them like struggle on a big scale. Like these people are crying out for help in ways that is sad, to be truthful. Like I don't envy these people. I don't like these people that are creating all the chaos and drama, but I don't envy them at all either because they are miserable people. And at the end of the day, they don't feel good about themselves. There's no way they can feel good about themselves. No way. Absolutely, Jennifer. Agree. I agree. And that's the thing is we're not the judge and the jury. Oh, God. Good Lord. Like, come on. I think that's one thing too. Like the other night we were doing that members only and I was like, you guys can ask him anything. But people don't ask Kyle and I stuff. You know why? Because every time you ask, you get a whole long story of what a bunch of shit that is truthful because we're just humans. Why lie about shit? We've all lived a life. Like, good Lord. If you haven't made mistakes, you're fucking incredible. If you will never make another mistake in your life, holy shit, good for you. But we're all human. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody is human. And if you can't admit to your own children that, hey, I don't know it all, and I'll make mistakes continually, fuck, what are we doing? Everybody has a purpose, but some of y'all fucking need to figure out your purpose a little bit because yeah, Michael, at times I wish I was. Yeah, exactly, Cash, right? Exactly. Fucking own them and move on. But some people will only own certain pieces that try to make them feel better about themselves. You fuck up, okay, move on. But owning half of that truth, you have to deal with that other half that you're holding on to for the rest of your life. Nobody else. That's on you. Nobody else has to carry that burden but you. Sorry, I've carried enough luggage of other people's my entire life. I'm not about to pick up their bags and start carrying them now. Not doing it. And neither are the rest of you. Do you hear me? Y'all ain't picking up that fucking baggage and lugging it around anymore either. You're not doing it. It's about time that these adults take accountability for their adult actions. Because some of y'all got too much real shit going on to be dealing with the fuck shit out here. And you should be able to come out here and feel like you can have an opinion and not get attacked or your real life gone at. That's fucking the truth. These pathetic ass people. And stop entertaining them. If you know that's what they're like, stop going over there. Stop. Stop. We got to stop encouraging bad behavior because by giving it views, we're encouraging it. They talk shit about me all the time. Do you know how much time I've given it? Probably like 6 minutes because I get sent 3-minute clips, a minute clip. Yeah, not much. I won't watch it because it doesn't matter to me what they say about me. They don't even know me. They don't know me enough to say that. They can look at my background in a piece of paper, but you can tell anything you want. I'll just tell you the truth and show you the paperwork myself. Like whatever you want. I mean, it's not fun. It's stupid. It's stupid. Fuck, I have friends that have been in prison before. I have friends that are like goody two shoes, have done everything right their entire lives and have amazing careers. I have the gamut. You know what? They're good people. They are all just humans. Everybody's made mistakes though. Even the ones that look like they're high and mighty have made mistakes. They got a woman fired. Yeah. Yes. But let's put another context in here. And I'm just going to say this. Just going to say this. They used it for content. They got a woman fired and have used it for content. They've tried to cover up the scam by talking about another scam and getting this whole cook up of the St. Jude stuff to go by going out and sneaking into a children's hospital for content. Think about that. Hey, Night Owl, you know what? Boundaries. Hey, Brooke. Yes, absolutely. Night Owl, you know what? Boundaries. I'm so happy for you that you recognize that and have made that boundary. That is okay. Usually the family is the ones that you got to cut off first. Good for you, Amberly. Congrats. That's amazing. That's incredible. Good for you. Recovery is possible, but it's fucking hard too. But here's the thing. I no, I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to say it because then they'll say I'm addict shaming. I mean, they've already tried to say I was racist. I did this. I did that. I mean, what else? Yes, T, agreed. Hey, Nikki. Sorry, I'm off track today, but I feel like you guys are in the mind space of talking is better for a moment. So we're going to do that. Mama Cat. Yes. And that's the thing is they all say that they advocate on behalf of other women and victims and stuff. This isn't advocating. It's wrong across the board. Like we've got to be the change that you want to see. I know that people say that, but that's the truth. Like we can't come out here and do fuck shit and say that all of this stuff is happening, meanwhile doing it in the background. Like that's not going to make change. You've got to stand up and do something, and you've got to do it the right way, even though that the right way is sometimes the longest and the hardest. You've got to do it the right way. And that's why I intentionally, trust me, I could play games like a mofo. I love to troll. I can do it. I've done it in my past. Yes, ma'am. But with this was a serious situation to me. This is a topic that I'm genuinely passionate about, obviously. I want change to happen. I don't want it just to be this content on YouTube. I want something good to come out of all of this. You're riding your horse right now? The Phoenix. I want to come ride with you. Hey, Laura. Amberly, I'm so proud of you. I've watched my sister struggle for over 20 years, and I took her to rehab at 19, and I'll never forget. I have stories for days. Kyle and I, like, our real stories are more interesting than some of this stuff, but they're real life, and it's unfortunate because it's what a lot of you guys have lived. It's reality. Jennifer, I feel like that at times, but then I also look at people like 10 to Life with all of the proof that we've shown and it being at your fingertips, and then she still chose to do that. That I will have to say was an utter disappointment. And I felt like, oh, yep, we're not doing good enough, because if you can come out here and lie like that and have no concept of what you're doing to other people, I don't know. I still felt, and again, it's not my job to correct everybody, and I'm not going to be able to. People still have a choice and freedom of that choice, but felony, right? I control with the best of them. This is a serious situation. You got to be able to determine when it's appropriate. What trolling, what are you helping by that? Hey, Pugs. Yeah, Night Owl, that setting boundaries with family is oftentimes the hardest to do. Congrats for doing it, because that is oftentimes the hardest. Oh, I want to ride. Yeah, Phoenix, I love to ride horses. You get me out on a farm, and that's my happy spot. Animals and dirt. Oh, Tracy, I'm so sorry. I'm sending you huge hugs. I'm sending you huge hugs. You know, those genetics are a bitch. And it's true. It's really fucking true. Yeah, Jennifer, I agree. Yep, agreed. Forgotten, you're doing incredible. I'm so proud of you. You are doing such a good job. You are all doing great. All of you guys that have started channels and are getting the truth out and using your voice, you guys are doing great. Oh, that's cool, Amberly. That's really cool. Yeah, they gift memberships crazy over here. They're really I have an incredible crowd. I am very lucky. Okay. I'm gonna get back into this, but if you guys need me to stop again and chat, we're here for you. I'm sorry that shit's going on for everybody. I'm glad some of you are having good days, but I'm sorry that a lot of you are having shitty days. But remember, the storm won't last. The storm will not last.
Holding back tears the best he could.
But I could sit here and say, you want to know something? I'm probably with there.
T, I'm so proud of you for knowing that they trigger you and that it's not healthy for you to watch. I appreciate that so much. And I would rather have somebody never watch. Don't ever watch my content. If anything that over here does trigger you at all, don't watch. I appreciate you being here, but your sanity and your recovery is so much more important than any of this on YouTube, any day of the week. So I am so glad to hear that you recognize that they do trigger you, because they do unfortunately trigger a lot of people, because these are real life situations. Again, I'm proud of all of you in recovery and those of you that are still fighting the demon of addiction, because let me tell you, I've watched it and kudos to everybody. It is a bitch.
You know, that we spent all that money and spent all that time and put ourselves in a position of unsafety. But more importantly, can you imagine being the people that had to come across what they came across in that landfill?
No, I literally prayed for them myself.
I can't. No, that's the thing. I'm shocked that she's not being charged too. But I wondered if she was selling out some drug dealers. That's what we wondered. I wondered. She had to have known what was going on next door. She had to. And we don't even know. Yeah, and that's the thing. And listen, if you get all this type of pressure, and then you got to deal with Andrew on top of it. You know, Bullhorn Betty. You know, fighting with Bullhorn Betty all over social media and the news crews.
She's a force to be reckoned with.
That you got all this pressure, and whatever his intentions were, we can say that they didn't care. Oh, they didn't care. Well, maybe
they should have arrested Dolly though.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I did think about it. And remember, when we were at the restaurant, and I said, you know, you could hit me in the face if you want. I'll let you hit me. But I'm glad that you got arrested. Him getting arrested took us out of a potentially dangerous situation with the crackheads. Okay.
Yeah.
Trigger warning, she uses a lot of heavy language here about everybody else. Again, everybody else is the problem. Everybody's been the problem. She had just cussed out the police department and said they weren't doing their jobs. They did nothing to help this situation. She talked about how they were at the landfill and nobody was actually looking for them. But now can you imagine what they had to see? She's been all over the place. In the last clip, part 4, it actually talks about that and from their words about being at the landfill. Oh, by the way, tomorrow, Mackenzie is going to do her makeup in members only. At what time? She hasn't decided the time yet. She's lurking in the background.
And standing out in the sun like a bunch of, you know, losers. And we were over at the jail, and we were over at the getting the finger at the police station and doing all that other stuff. But we were doing really good things that proved otherwise, that we weren't at the house trying to be at a circus. We weren't doing that. We weren't trying to be doing that. We were actually trying to do good things. And
we wasn't giving them any more bait.
Absolutely. And all they wanted to do was film us, and then boom, he was arrested. And then what? The rest have to then they lost their streams. And I don't know what they were doing, to be quite honest with you. And I don't care. All I know is that we were doing good over there in the jail. And then all of a sudden, this angel woman pulls up in a car and says, "Don't worry about it. I'm paying for it. I'm getting them out."
She's an angel.
Yeah. Right. All of a sudden, because this is the thing, a lot of people don't know this, but me and Justin know it because we were there. The camera crews were following us
Everywhere.
everywhere we went. They were following us. We couldn't get away from them. We weren't trying, but I personally, we also had guards around us. We had guards around us from the jail. We were trying to do good things, and then all of a sudden to hear that he's getting that VIP treatment, I think that that's when they knew that Betty wasn't fucking around.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. They knew better than I think.
And that's the thing. Sometimes you just got to pull back. And I mean, I thought about it, and I hated to say that to Dolly. Oh, I'm glad that you caught a charge. That poor thing. And I told her, I said, if you don't make merch of that fucking that mug shot, I'm stealing it. And he goes, which one? I have tons of them. And I'm like, oh my God. Yeah, that's the thing. They knew more. That's why they were treating us. That's why they were treating us like in a way they were saying, we know what we're doing. Please don't tell us how to do our job. That's what I think now, looking back, and I have some of that stress alleviated. I feel like that elephant that was putting all that pressure and anger on me.
So now she had an elephant of pressure on her. You mean you announced that a man passed away falsely? That immense pressure that you lied to everybody and got caught red-handed in your lie, but then continued to lie about it even more? That immense pressure that you were under? Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah, they're so full of shit, it's not even funny. I can't... Listening to all this back of how they've tried to twist all of this stuff going on is disgusting to look back at and see how much they tried to twist everything that they've done. It's gross.
I think that they, in a way, because remember when we were at the DA's office, they weren't very polite, and there's a reason why they weren't. And I think,
by the way, if you're wondering what I keep looking down for, I'm editing on my phone, screen recordings off my phone for the next portion, because this takes us up to Thanksgiving Day, and Thanksgiving Day, she was live for over 10 and a half hours. Well, I have over 10 and a half hours of screen recordings from that day, but I'm definitely not going to put them all out there. We're just going to go through some of them. So that's what I'm doing if you're wondering what I'm looking down for.
I wasn't at the DA's office. I'd already left.
All right, you had already took off. I was. There was a reason. Marissa, your heart's so big. You were really trying to get money to get him out. Well, that's what you do. If one of your comrades are in trouble, you reach into your tits, you grab some milk, right?
Stale milk, because that milk declined when she went to swipe it.
I didn't buy these titties for nothing. Shit. We weren't gonna leave him in there. And I don't think that Andra and Justin, they wouldn't leave me. Could you imagine if I would have knocked out one of those crackheads and they went flying and hit a tree? Do you think that they really would have let me rot?
Oh my God.
They wouldn't.
If you went to jail, I would have to go to jail with you. I would just tuck it between my legs.
Tuck it
like Silence of the Lambs.
Yes.
Hey,
you wanna fuck me?
Sorry, I've been the women's cell, bitches.
This is Molly's going to jail. There's an open investigation in Hershey, Savannah, in Georgia too. Yeah, right here. I got my own investigation.
Now in Key West.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. Someone very sweet came up with a thought, and they said, Marissa, your brand, Molly Go Lightly, is all about class and giving. I think that it would be a nice touch for you to give Michelle Sabate money for Thanksgiving. And I thought about it. I thought about it some more. And you want to know something?
She would smoke it up?
No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to double up at the supermarket. I'm going to double up. I normally do 4 families. They have this thing. I don't know if you guys have it at your supermarket, but you could buy. No, I'm not gonna give her anything. I'm not gonna act as if I'm trying to give her a peace offering. No, I'm not giving.
What? Detective Juan, hello. Yeah, I'm sitting here. Yeah, you guys are picking it up in the comments section. What? in the hell has happened to these two? They, by the way, they created Michelle. So Michelle, by the way, I have no idea where Michelle came from. Michelle, my first knowledge of Michelle came from Molly's channel. She came on panel with Molly. Otherwise, I would have never known who she was either. I had nothing to do with it. I did not bring her over, even though that's a narrative that they've been trying to spin. As seen in text messages recently, that they tried to say that I brought her over. That's Molly's narrative too, that they tried to put out there. That's definitely not the case. But I've never even spoken to Michelle still to this time frame. But what they forget to tell you is they cooked Michelle up and absolutely made her their content and have used that as their content throughout too. But Molly doesn't watch her either. Forgot to say that.
Giving her a red cent. I think that's a very bad idea. I think that's a low class idea. Now that I think of it,
Grabs money.
yeah, Molly's trying to buy me. Buy you dinner. You fuck.
She
She gets
doesn't
food
eat it.
stamps.
She does these cooking shows, and then the next day she walks in her kitchen and it's still sitting there on the
That's
stove.
so rancid. That's
But they don't watch her at all. They don't watch her. Oh, yeah, a lot of people thought I was Katie T. Welcome. I'm glad to have you all here. Eric Shane, I think so. I think that's what I heard. I have not caught up on all of that. Again, I don't stay up at night. And but I think that was something that was recently claimed, was that they were going to have him served at his brother's. I don't know where that came from, to be honest. But I think that is something that was said. But I don't know where it came from or how that started either. There's just been so many lies. So many lies. Yeah, they did think a lot of people thought I was KJ.
rancid. I'm sorry, but I just can't do that. So I've decided that instead of the 4, I'll do 8 instead. Yeah, I'm not doing that. She would say that Molly's trying to buy my affection. She gave me $150 for Thanksgiving and told me don't tell anybody. Fuck you, Molly.
She's the only person I've ever seen you can be like, oh, Michelle, you look really lovely today. Fuck you, Justin. What do you want? Like, you'll give her a compliment, and it's an instant insult. It's like, girl, take the compliment.
Yeah.
Take the nice. You don't got to fire back.
Yeah. Oh my god, I didn't know she got food stamps. Oh god, I'm really suffering. I think I'm gonna die, you guys.
No, you're not.
I'll tell you what. I'll leave one lucky fan. I think what is my page worth? $95,000. It's worth $95,000. I'll give it to you for free. You can have my channel, Justin. You take ownership of it. Just change the background, change the name, get all my subs, and say bitches. Send it to a real family. Yeah. No, they do a collection thing here in Hershey. Bitches.
You're right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she'll make up a lie and say, Molly offered to fly me up to Hershey so that I could spend time with her and Walter and Jake. She invited the dogs too, but I can't. No. So I said no, right? That's what she does. Bitches. You'll take the clothes. She's traumatized by something. It's very hard to help her. Bitches. I don't know. It seems like all these videos that I watch on I See What You Can't, because that's the go-to for the highlights. Have you guys seen that channel? You can see all the highlights. They just sit there and watch Michelle, and they're getting fucking rich, just like I predicted. They're getting rich off that friggin'. Oh, it's amazing.
Huh. Shocker.
And I knew that they would. You're not a good sick person, like my husband giggles. That really suffered. This one kind of sucks. Exactly. Kids need it. Yeah, there's a lot of kids going hungry. I got us Whole Foods. I ordered the turkey with mashed potatoes and stuffing, and I got a cake, a French cake, and 4 what do they call them? The beef Wellingtons. I got that. All you have to do is put them in the oven. I was like, holler. I can't cook. I'm too sick. I can barely stand up.
I can't. We almost need a scoreboard. We need one of those light up flashers that just like for every illness. We need a tracker. An illness every time she's been sick and can barely stand up. I can barely stand up. don't even get her.
Oh, my head is killing me. You don't even know. And the thing is I really thought that's by spending the $300 on that thing that went in my arm. The what was it called? The IV. Yeah, the vitamin infusion. I thought that would help me. How did it?
Take emergency and zinc. It's the best thing for you.
You sound sick, Molly. Yeah, I have an upper respiratory infection.
You never know. It actually may have helped you, and you just don't realize it.
So I would have already been dead. Well,
you're like, I want a refund.
No, I would never do that. I give him the tip and everything.
No, I'm like, because you're always talking about wanting to die, and I'm like,
no, I don't. I've never said I want to die. I just think I'm going to die quicker than eat whole garlic cloves. Save Robbie. That sounds like the worst.
I would.
Oh yeah, if you missed that clip this weekend, I put that clip out this weekend about Molly predicting her own death and how that's going to go down and who's going to actually be responsible for it. If you didn't see that, that's already out there. We do need whiteboards and bingo cards. We do. Brooke, yeah. Yes. That's why she couldn't cook Thanksgiving. Yeah. Oh, yes. Tracy, it does. It does. Absolutely. Yeah. You guys are cracking me up.
Die.
Yeah. Ever.
Literally die.
Elderberry and zinc. I think I have that. Hold on.
Zicam is wonderful, yes. You need vitamin C.
Notice how she could barely stand up, but she got right up out of that chair and went to her kitchen to find more meds. Oh, yeah. Was that Justice? Yeah. I think she was talking about a vitamin C infusion.
And zinc. Elderberry has all kinds of vitamin C in it.
I have so much collagen here right now.
Well, it doesn't do good in a jar.
What's it called? What is it called again?
Thank you, Lisa.
Vitamin C?
Yes, vitamin. If you got any vitamin D, take vitamin D too.
I have iron.
No.
Vitamin C.
Yeah.
I have it.
I like
elderly. I have. It says black elderberry gummies. I have the Vicks Vapor Rub. Yeah, I'm very sick. I feel like I'm inside right now. I just put the Vapor Rub on my chest. Now I'm all sticky and gross. And I have zinc with the elderberries or gummies. D3. I'm not getting any tips. Jake's like, Mom, I said, what? He goes, you gotta see Grandma. I go, I know. I said, after dinner, or before dinner, you guys can run to Grandma's house.
Please put him praying this year. Like, please record it.
Oh.
Adrian, can't we have something sacred in this?
Yeah. You know what, Princess? I think it was Princess. Somebody said, while I was in Key West, they definitely said, Marissa, you gotta get your son to say grace again.
Yes.
Sorry, you know. Yeah, you guys know. Forgotten. Constantly, every week, every day. Yes, yeah. Oh, hey, Nana.
Oh, geez. He's hilarious.
Marissa sitting there eating 20 because it was like a 20-minute prayer. Bless his heart. It was like 20 minutes. And then you got Adrian before that. He's like, can't we have something sacred in this house? Private. I mean, it's just like something off television. It was so funny. Oh my God.
Mine was going, Jesus Christ.
Oh God. You got Marissa opening up one eye while it's being live streamed and she's eating off one plate with one eye open.
I was trying to eat it while it was hot. By the time I got to really eat it, it was cold. I was like, the frick? And did you see Princess? He was sneaking stuff in his face.
Yeah.
My son must have mentioned everybody in the whole free world.
God bless him.
Yeah. Thank you for the salt. Thank you for the pepper. Did he do that? That's sweet. Jerry, really. Thank you for the salt. Thank you for the pepper. both of them were freaking out. They're like, how did you not see that? I'm like, dude, shut up. It's not that bad. And then
Marissa's
Jacob,
driving.
the hell, it ain't that bad. They just gonna go fucking nuts. I go, Adrian ain't gonna say shit because it's my fucking car. And guess what? They had it forever, but it was only $100 deductible. I was like, yeah, whatever. Bye.
Oh god. I just see like explosions and everything behind me. You're just driving peacefully.
I rolled up on 12 deer.
Marissa's behind you.
I rolled up on 12 deer. There were deer in the fucking road at night. And I'm like, guys, look at these.
I don't know what is happening in this live. I can't even tell you what is going on. Justin's giggling about something that I can't even understand.
Suicidal fucks. Because they are. They're very suicidal. They just come out of nowhere. So my husband picked me up from the airport last night. Was it the airport? Yeah, last night. And he goes, he's driving me. And he goes, wait. He sees the deer and then beeps and beeps and beeps and beeps. I go, what are you doing, ass fuck? Why are you beeping like a nut job? And he goes, I go, it ran away. And he goes, deer. The horn wasn't for. The horn wasn't for that deer. It was for the ones that are about to come out. He goes, where there's one, there are many. I go, you believe that? Oh, by the way, they had lost my luggage. Adrian went to go pick it up.
They still didn't get it?
Well, I had a layover in Philadelphia.
What's that, Justice, right? What is happening here? Yeah, forgotten. I don't even know how we got here. She's talking about deer, fox, and now losing her luggage. Again, this was when they came back from Georgia, so remember the mind space that she was in. Thank you. Was that, or what was this, Justice? I can't even talk today. Thank you so much. They're just forgotten. I don't know. There ain't enough substances to get me on that level.
By the time I get there, right? I get there and I had to run. And when I ran, I yelled out, 17, like that. And it said it was closed. And I go, oh my God. And they're like, it's closed, hon. I was like, no. So I see the plane. I see the two hot guys in the front that are driving the plane. And I put my arms up, right? Damsel in distress act, Just put my arms up. And I started acting like the mother in Home Alone. Why? And I was like really, really killing it. Okay. So guess what happened? The woman came down the train, opened the door for me.
Oh, that's
so I run in, and the two guys turn their head. I go, thank you so much. And they both smile. And they go, we just couldn't leave you there. We just couldn't. He goes, we just couldn't.
So she's now saying that when she came back from Key West, she had to do a whole Home Alone moment of running through the airport screaming, and she was able to stop an entire plane by frantically waving her arms like a nut job. But the two hot guys, aka pilots, that are driving the plane, you mean flying the plane? What is happening? Yeah, she definitely she is not detoxed yet from her Key West trip, in my opinion. I know. See, at least I included some funny shit in here for you guys. You're welcome.
Yeah.
Rare.
I know. I was like, oh my God. I was like, I should have gotten into Broadway.
You should have been on Broadway.
Well, what would have happened is I would have had. Well, they got me my thing today, but what would have happened was I would have been in Philly and had to take an Uber back
That's
to
on
my
that
house,
note.
back to the house. So
How far is Philly from you?
I'm thinking. Hold on, let me look. Philadelphia.
And just so we're clear, all of the weird noises are coming from her. The burping, the farting, the belching, the puking all over oneself. That's all her. That's not coming from me. That's not my dogs. That's nothing. That's her. That's all her. Yeah, that's her, Elle.
Hey, you know what? Let's go through Uber. Hold on. Philadelphia. By the way, did you guys know that Uber don't know where you're going? Philadelphia.
What do you mean? It doesn't know where you're going.
P Airport. Okay.
That's awesome. All right.
It would have been all right, $130, and it would have been. Let's see how far it is.
I'm telling you, the first couple times she did it, I was like, oh, they'll know it's her. But now that it's become like an every couple minute thing, I'm like, yeah, we probably need to clarify that that's not coming from me. This is definitely her. This is definitely all her. She's just wait, it gets even better. This leads into the, I think from this night, she just went live constantly, like into Thanksgiving. If you remember Thanksgiving.
I don't know. Directions to Philadelphia Airport.
Which Philadelphia International Airport?
There. All right. So, come on, fuckface. Oh, shut up. Fuck. Got a Philadelphia Ash Airport. All right. It's 79 miles.
Okay. So an hour and a half.
Die. Wanna be homo. Just needs a place to stay. I found out a lot of shit about you yesterday. Oh shit. Love you both. You're a creator who doesn't
I saw that. Oh my.
Oh, yeah, that was about blank screen. I forgot about that. That was her end of that. Oh, that was blank screen she was talking about. Now we're jumping into, oh, yeah, this is lovely. And their audio sucks on this. Oh, I forget. This is from Spanky's channel, and all three of them are on panel together. Again, this is the November when they came back from Georgia. I don't know where we're headed. Buckle up.
My goodness.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Well, you're good to me. You're a creator who doesn't follow the crowd, and you're not a person who thrives on negativity and lies to your people. I like that you don't lie to people.
Can I tell the people how much you just sent me?
No.
I'm feeling braggadocious.
No.
All right. Let's just
By the way, it's also been asked if Molly has given money to Mallory, and that's kind of where the relationship kicked back up. Yes, that is absolutely what has been going on. They talked about it numerous times. Molly was being very generous and trying to help Mallory with a truck fund, from my understanding. And that's where Mallory kind of came into play.
just say,
Yeah.
let's just say I'm going to be able to buy a nice goddamn sized turkey tomorrow. Thanks to the Go Lightly household. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Holy shit, people. Use your imagination.
Please welcome
Yeah.
to the stage, Miss Williams.
Yes, please. Emerald.
Emerald. We have diamonds, pearls, and emeralds. Molly Ho Lightly, thank you so much, Rap, for becoming a member. I appreciate it, but don't be streaming our members only. Don't be. You can check the terms of service.
One thing I'm not is a hoe. I mean, you have to say. I'm actually not a hoe.
No, boy, are you the troublemaker? Holy shit!
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Holy
Do you know they're literally holding like some kind of Al-Anon meeting or some shit? I don't know. I think
I
that
heard you scream. I had no idea. I had no idea that. I had this conversation with Diane months ago, but Diane wanted it to be out there publicly, and I just said for myself. That's it.
there is a listen. The remnants of the drama community have come together over there, and listen, they're all over there taking turns at the podium, literally standing up. Hi, my name is, and I've been affected by blah blah blah, and I'm devastated, and they're crying. They're crying and hope.
Oh, now I know where we are. Okay, so this is when Molly had gone on panel at Diane's and they talked briefly and there was an apology. Everything was done. This is the remnants of that part of it. Part of it. I forgot about this. So this is after the Diane stuff. So they came back from Georgia and Molly went on Diane's panel after Georgia. Right after she announced that Marvon had passed away. Diane had a lot of stuff to do with St. Jude. Mallory was a part of that community at one point in time. Picking the pieces together here, people.
Oh, the holy shit! They're all just so devastated. I'm like, wait a minute. Am I being punked?
I haven't seen any of it. I'm really
just can't
not
believe
interested
it.
in that.
But
But what's their problem? Do they think that me and Diane are best friends now?
They're just so betrayed. They're so listen. Okay, listen. Once again, this drama community that before last night completely hasn't existed for the past year or so. But listen, this drama community by all accounts, listen to this little this meeting they got going over there. It's been fractured and broken into a million pieces once again. And poor Wendy's over there crying. And holy shit, crying.
What's crying over?
Oh, because she's crying because her friend Randy was crying for the second time in her life. She had to witness Randy cry, and everybody's just crying because apparently just by you coming up and apologizing to somebody has set the whole fucking planet on its axis. And holy shit, people!
What? I just can't.
You have that much power, Marissa.
Holy shit!
Oh my god, I can't. I mean, listen. I ate so much popcorn, I'm pulling it out of the back of my throat. That's what took me so long getting up here. I had to pull the popcorn out of my throat. I'm like, I get stuck back there sometimes. Holy shit!
They're giving me way too much credit and way too much power that I deserve.
Listen, here it is. The pirate ship people were up there. Listen, the remnants of the drama community were up there. But even that uber goober lady that can barely breathe, she was up there.
Oxygen?
Yes. Listen, somehow she got a long enough hose to stretch her ass so she could get up.
And they are relishing in the fact that there was a lot of hurt relationships from this. They are relishing in that fact. They are loving that there was chaos that came from this and that people's relationships and like long time relationships had fallen apart. There was a lot of moving pieces here, but again, this was, look at how proud of themselves they are. All pieces that got moved into place.
Up there, all the way up there on panel. Listen, hopefully nobody steps on it. Oh, Jesus Christ, people. Listen,
the oxygen now.
Listen, holy shit. Let me tell you. They're going to unite. They're all going to unite and band against us all. And they're coming together. I'm letting you know what their game plan is. They're coming together. The pirate ship and the remnants of the drama, they're all banding together once they mop up their tears. Tonight it's all about tears and fucking in the beer cans. And listen, holy shit. But tomorrow they mean business, apparently.
Tomorrow's Thanksgiving.
Listen, I think they work holidays. They're not even talking turkey over there. They're talking revenge.
Not talking turkey.
Who do they want revenge on? Diane, me, or me and Diane?
Listen. Holy shit. Listen, girls.
Well,
it's serious. It's a serious matter. And here's, I gotta warn you. They had 450 people watching.
Holy shit. I'm causing
That's
a revolution.
Listen,
This is a revolution.
Listen, not for nothing. The drama community has had literally no drama in the past year. That's why they've been itching on to the
Yeah, they've been dead. They've been dead.
You literally had to go. You had to once again go give them a bucket of drama for them to actually drink out of.
You're welcome. Apologize.
Right.
And they probably thought it was insincere. It doesn't matter.
Oh,
That was
they totally
they're
thought it was.
feasting.
That girl lightly apologizes for herself when she needs something.
They are like
wait.
the end of a famine. It's like they're just all feasting like a fucking school of piranha.
Manna from heaven fell down at their feet.
They're so proud of this moment. They're so proud of this moment. Darby, this is from November. I got an itch. This is from November, and this was when they came back from Georgia after Molly had gone on Diane's panel and hell had broken loose. This is what the remnants of that, some of it, and they are just relishing in the fact that people were upset. Yeah. This is so, like, now you see, though, the St. Jude piece of it and how that got, and how we are current time with St. Jude. Like, do you guys see that they tried to kick in this whole St. Jude thing and try to compare, like, Diane and St. Jude to Molly and the Marvon story? Not going to work.
dry
Yes.
and thirsty in the foreign land.
Marissa, I'm telling you, you are the chosen one. honey.
Yeah.
Power of Christ.
I'm the
compels
Messiah
you.
of YouTube or something.
They should be praising you. I mean, look at them. They've got almost 50 more people. Listen, not for nothing. Let's put this into perspective, people. It's a big deal. They had like 55, 60 more people than I had in my last true crime series show. I mean, that's huge.
Yes. And Mallory termed it the Molly effect.
The Molly effect.
And that's true.
Or otherwise, they've been
The
Molly.
band of 144,000. Lord Valley here.
Exactly. Oh God.
I feel like you want to walk over here.
Holy shit, Molly! You just turned. God, you have just that one apology has given them enough protein to go another year, right? Holy shit!
I meant it. I saw what it was like to be called a scam artist with absolutely no proof at all. And I know we showed receipts, and it made that poor lady Letitia Bias's problems even worse.
Anybody remember these receipts? Anybody remember these receipts that Molly is claiming that she showed? Anybody at all remember these receipts? Oh, wait. Anybody seen these receipts that they showed that made it so much worse for Letitia? Do you see how the comparison, though? Do you get that? Crazy. And people are like, oh no, Mallory's just doing this with no. Mallory was brought in for a reason, specifically brought back in, paid to come back in and do a bunch of dirty shit. And look where we're at. Craziness.
Look at
Well, the
Letitia.
thing about it is that it went straight to her. It's not like
Well,
we
it's
took
happy to
her.
know that they're throwing me and dragging me right alongside under the bus too.
That means you're good. That means
Well,
you're good.
because they now realize that I've also had a conversation or three with Diane too. But listen, not perhaps not so publicly as yours, but they're just attaching me, right to your ankle, and they're more than happy to do that, of course. But here's the thing: somebody actually in the side chat, not in the side chat, on panel, some weirdo on the panel actually said that Diane is doing. Listen, these are the words. If I'm slightly off by a syllable or two, but this is what he said. Diane is doing the children, right? These children no good by having conversations with Mallory Williams, right? I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
What the fuck are you?
Right.
You fucking trying to fucking.
I'm not on the fucking national registry. What the?
Isn't this interesting? Pam, I don't know. She's got that sitting there and she's been doing it a lot the last few months.
What the fuck does that mean? I mean, holy shit! I've heard some stuff before.
Holy shit! Holy shit!
I had to rewind and listen to it again. Right? Holy shit! What the fuck, Diane? I'm like, you're not doing the children any service by talking to Mallory, having conversations with Mallory Williams. I'm like, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. I don't have any fucking judgments against me or anything fucking weird. Oh, what a fucking thing to say. They just went with it, of course. Of course, nobody said, okay, what the fuck? They're just like, yeah. I don't know. It's not what he said.
It's amazing.
What did Tiffany say?
You wonder why I throw the word bigot out there, right? It's Jesus Christ.
Highlight Janelle's comment so I could see it because it looks like it's going to be funny. I find it funny as certain someone talks about Molly drinking, but yet I've never seen Molly take a drink. Oh no, I drank on vacation, and said person drinks on every stream she does. That's how you know they reach it. I couldn't believe how much they've never went as far as to go like Molly was drunk. That's never happened because I've been drunk about a zillion times.
Yeah, but who doesn't get drunk in Key West?
I mean, that's what it's there for.
Exactly.
I mean, that's why God put it there.
Exactly.
That's nothing.
I didn't even get on a bike.
Listen, the Lord put New Orleans and Key West where it's at for one reason.
And guess what? I got in trouble in both places.
Right.
And alcohol being the culprit.
They
Cheers,
wanted people to
bitches.
throw their titties, throw beads, and get drunk in both locations. And that's the Lord.
Well, there's that. There's that again. Class. This is the women's life coach. Classy women's life coach. Yeah, disinfects the area she's sitting in because the smell's so bad. And then just shows her tatas to the entire universe. Okay.
Work.
That's right.
Oh, shit. This is the thing. Mallory and Justin, you guys are very smart. And you guys have, maybe Mallory knows me a little bit more because you know this beat sector.
In different ways.
Can you explain to me, I mean, imagine there's a big amount of money on the line for an interview. If somebody asked you, how did this Molly effect happen? Why do you think all these people are so obsessed to the point of derangement and nonsensical? And these are all crazy women. You would think I would get like a hot guy.
Right.
You right? I'm like,
Well,
why
that's
do
how
all
it
my
is with me.
fucking stalkers have to be fucking skanky bitches?
The hate that I get, I try to kind of express the same thing on that point. The hate that I get, and the most nasty, rancid hate that I get are from women. I just spoke about this, I think either today or yesterday, that we need to remember that these are mothers who are speaking like this, mothers and sisters and daughters, and in some cases grandmothers. So when we see these commentaries in the side chat, we need to just start. It was yesterday, Rhonda says, we need to start addressing these. If you make sure that address them as such, like make sure that they're seen as ladies, as women, because we know that 95% of the people in this community are women. And truth be told, men overall, from my experiences here, they just don't throw that kind of hate my way. Sure, a few people, a few men, some of the men here do, but not like the women. The women by far are the most nasty.
But why was I chosen? Why am I the most hated? Why do they wake up?
Molly's like, no. Off topic. Back to me. Why do they hate me? Please tell everybody why they hate me. What? Me. Ugh. Jones in. How are you? Yeah. This is cringe at its finest.
Molly go lightly, Molly to the time they go to sleep.
Because you are someone on YouTube. You are you're a status and a level that they'll never be able to achieve. And here's the kicker. You know it. And the fact that you know it pisses them off.
Not Lysol. ShopRite. This is store-bought. ShopRite. It's not the high-class stuff. It's ShopRite.
But Marissa, I always say Marissa is Marissa no matter who she's around.
No.
She shows the things that most people would never show in her life.
Right.
She's in there, Violet Scott leaves in the bed. Adrian's in his underwear, just standing in the corner, begging to go to bed. And she's like, where's my remote? Where's my remote? Age.
Okay. That I could see other people being a little envious of my freedom of expression.
It's not even envious, it's anger. Because resentment is more the right word than envious, Molly.
Resentment.
Because they don't, especially YouTubers who, it's resentment. They don't have those freedoms.
That's not it at all. It's nothing to do with any of that. It's based off of her disgusting behavior. In fact, I don't even hate her as a person. I don't have enough concern about her or any of you to hate you as a person. I don't give a shit personally. I care about what you do in the bigger picture of what you do to these victims and their families time and time again. It's nothing personal, but continue to try and tell yourself that. This is a reflection of your guys' behavior. Nothing more, nothing less.
They don't have those abilities. They don't have that innate thing that you have, that I have. They don't have that thing, and that Justin has just by being with us as our, he's our, he's our Bosley,
So Justin doesn't really have that it thing. He just has it because he's with them. Ooh, the shade.
It's our Bosley. It's just a thing. It's an air. It's a thing. They don't have it. Je
ne sais quoi.
You know what I'm saying?
Je ne sais quoi. Je ne
Sure.
sais quoi.
Sure.
The je ne sais quoi. That's what it's called.
It's a thing. Now, but here's the difference between our things. See, so much of our thing, this is your gift, right? Your gift is this. Oh God, the only word that's coming to my mind, and don't take it offensively, it's the word that's coming right now. It's this shameless word. Like, it's because you just are so open with everything. Yes. And it's a gift because
it really is.
It's a gift, and that I'm envious of that gift quite often, because I think if I had that, if I had the ability in my mind to just not give a shit, right? Listen, if my room is messy and a pigsty, but I can't, you understand what I'm saying? Because I would probably be so much more successful if I would let people in to so many more aspects of my life. Mm-hmm. But they miss out on that because I don't have that innate part of me that is willing to open myself up to that microscope like you do. Mm-hmm. And that is part of what has made you so goddamn accessible and successful at the same time. And that, listen, I embrace that part of you. I've always applauded that part of you, but I'm a confident bitch. These other people who are trifling, see, Justin is very confident. He embraces that. There's no competition there. But other people who hate that,
they're insecure.
Because they can't be that.
They're insecure.
These are the same people who won't even put their face on a camera.
Oh my God.
Ta-da! What's that got to do with it? It doesn't change your behavior. It doesn't change that you are vile and disgusting with what you find is acceptable for content. None of that changes. My face is on a camera. Next story. I know, exactly. Sammy, that is like the best for everything. Sure, Jan. That's all. Everything they say is like, okay. But it's so funny and it's so ironic looking back at this, how they fucked up so badly in Georgia and then they instantly have gone into the St. Jude thing and have tried to like spin that the entire time. And that's why Mallory was brought in, because Mallory and Diane, just the whole setup of all these distractions is insane.
Listen, Chris McDonough said this a long time ago, and I believe him. And I don't trust anybody who doesn't cam up. If they never cam up, something's wrong. And I agree with that.
You just got a super chat. I just want to make sure you saw
Yes,
it.
yes, thank you. Thank you.
They
Thank
don't
you.
have
I thought I was reading it.
I think you got a super chat.
I'm gonna go my board on right now. They don't have the skills Anna Marie says. Thank you, Anna. And Marissa has, she's very entertaining. Sometimes she doesn't know how entertaining she's actually being when she's being entertaining.
I'm entertaining now because I'm dying.
Yes, and for me, I'm on stage, I'm off stage. But I come from a background of being, throughout my life, whether, listen, a lot of people don't know that I used to teach dance too. So it was like, listen, on stage, off stage, right? Comedy was on stage, off stage, and that's just always how it was. You turn it on and you turn it off. You turn it on, you turn it off. But with Marissa, it's just, this is it. I'm on always. The cameras are on. They follow me around, and it's like
Yes.
Listen, if I don't feel well, I don't feel well. If I'm going to eat and I'm just spraying my face with whatever, you're going to see it. And I'm like, Jesus God, you don't want to see me. It's not.
Listen, I love Marissa. Like it's like 2:00 in the morning, and we're and she's got her phone right here, and she like kicks the door open with her leg, and she's like, I'm live. She's like, I'm gonna sit this camera down. I know you're naked. I'm not gonna turn the camera there.
He was in his underoos.
And I'm like,
He's got his little titties.
I'm like trying to hide my breast. I'm like, Marissa.
I've been here long enough to know that my audience would love me for it. Like my haters would do their job and hate me for it over time, right? But my lovers would love me for it. My supporters would love me for it. But I just don't have, like I said, I don't have that innate ability just to say, okay, here it all is. Here's the cat box. I'm about to clean it, people. Here it is. I can't do it. I just can't do it. I'm like,
and
like that foodie beauty lady or beauty whatever.
I've heard of her. I don't know what she does.
Well, for example, she's a real life. She's kind of a pig. She's kind of a pig, right? And what I mean by pig is she's just God. She's just nasty. She's kind of nasty. I mean, she just lets it all hang out, right? And people just eat her up, and people love her, right? She has no shame whatsoever. But she's got. I mean, holy shit, people love her.
Yeah.
I don't know who that is really. But
well, probably a lot of people. She's over in the food community where people like to eat and stuff. I stumbled across her last year. No, I don't watch those people. I just know of her.
Another one of those. I don't watch this, but I know everything about it. It's amazing how they can compare other people's behavior when they continue to act the way they do and make excuses for it. Yes, I agree. Just Natalie, it's so interesting too, though, is because, people can switch it. People can do back and forth, but she goes from casting spells on people to holding that in streams. Like it's so wild.
Use her as an example of, people who can just bear it all.
Well, Marissa is certainly that person. I'm sitting there with like, a blanket wrapped around me. And she's sitting beside the wall, and I'm just sitting there like, yeah, let's do this interview. I'm at 2:00 in the morning.
Thank you, Casper.
I'm right there.
Hey, look, I think you got a super chat.
Thank you, Suzanne. Thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you.
Oh, that's the chat.
Thank you, my love. Thank you so much.
Listen, I want to get back to this. I want to know what Molly is going to do to rectify the damage she has done to those poor women over there.
Not a damn thing.
Yes.
Not a damn thing. I'm
close to the
going
holidays.
to eat my beef Wellington tomorrow, and I'm going to have some sweet potatoes from Whole Foods, and then I'm going to lay down and put on Maverick.
These people's lives are literally upside down.
Last night, I was watching A Few Good Men while a whole bunch of bitches were talking about me. I had no clue. And even if someone said, Marissa Zadinsky, there's 15 channels talking about you right now, I'd be like, listen, bitch, I'm watching A Few Good Men.
That's such a lie. That's all a lie. Every bit of that was set up. Why do you think she went on Diane's channel? I mean, come on, people. Look at the big first distraction. She comes back from Georgia, makes a huge mess. Meanwhile, they weren't in Georgia for the Quentin Simon thing anyways. They were there to muddy the water in the Marvon case. Then she made a huge mistake there, and she comes back. And interesting enough, they're trying to get attention on Diane and St. Jude. Interesting. Shocker, shocker. Oh, and yeah, she's always eating. Hey, trauma punks. Hey, Angelisa.
Don't fucking call me when fucking watching the Tom Cruise movie. Get the block. You know what? You've done it. Block.
I text her something today. 3 seconds back. I don't care. That's what she said. I don't
We got
care.
into a fight this morning, you and I, over Tom Cruise. You're like, I don't find him attractive. I said, fuck you, Justin. It's always about you and your fucking opinion. You're an asshole. You're a hater and you're fucking jealous. That's what you are.
Jesse Lynn is saying, listen, this is like the best Thanksgiving ever. Eve. This is the best Thanksgiving Eve ever.
That's a big compliment.
Foodie beauty, look at these fucking lips. Don't you wish your lips were as big as mine so you can kiss my big fat ass? Anyone that's triggered by me saying I'm sorry to a woman who was called a fucking, what do we call her again? Diane Pigeon.
Diane Pigeon.
Diane Pigeon.
Yeah.
We had no proof of how much of anything. We didn't see anything. She suffered long enough. It's time to heal and move on.
And
as a life coach and as a human being, mother, bitch myself, one thing that bothers me is people that live in the past.
Yeah.
If I'm life coaching a person and I have to tell them multiple times, you got to stop living in the past, I got to say, you want to know something? I don't think we're going to get anywhere because you can't let go of the past. I let go of the thing with Diane. And I got, like I said last night, I got a dose of my own medicine by being called a scam artist with absolutely no proof. And look who had to suffer. I didn't suffer, but Miss Letitia suffered with her health. She was going back and forth in the middle of the night to the police saying, there's people on the internet saying that you're looking for me.
We never saw proof that she actually went to the police department in the middle of the night. Isn't that interesting too? Isn't that interesting how she has tried to mix these stories in? And then how, interesting enough, Mallory finds her way to St. Jude. And all of the spin that's been going on. Interesting. Not really. Not really. It's all been a setup. Yep, this was the night before Thanksgiving. The night before Thanksgiving.
This fake false police reports, like, dude, that's a little too much, especially for people that are not used to these lowlifes on YouTube. All right? That's a little much. And to hear Randy's, I don't normally listen to Randy.
Who can? Who can listen
No,
to 10 minutes respectfully? You know?
I didn't know that people, honestly, and I'm being super duper honest, I had no idea someone went to her job, that people were calling her job. I suspected people would call her job. Tiffers never said that she calls her job. We used to joke. Me and Tiffers would joke about being like, imagine rolling up and hearing her voice, be like, welcome to Wendy's. May I take your order, please? And be like, yo, can I get 10 McNuggets? We don't have McNuggets. It's not McDonald's, ma'am. And a Coke Zero. Extra large. We don't have extra large. You're like, and they'd be like, ta-da! But we never did.
Got a super chat.
Good, thank you, my
But
dear.
did you
Happy
know this, Cora?
Thanksgiving. We
But
love
did you
you.
know, Mallory, did you know that someone sent her fecal matter?
See, that's my fear of getting a post office box. I've got one now, but I've got so many haters now, and it's like, you know,
I'd check the DNA. I swear to God, I'd send it.
I really didn't want to. I so didn't want to get a post office box. Let me be honest with you. But people were like, you know, just so many people were just wanting another option other than Amazon, and I'm like, especially with the holidays coming, I'm like, all right, I'll give it a shot. But you know, we'll see how it goes. But I'm telling you right now, the first turd that comes my way, I'm closing the PO box.
I have to say something because I don't know what to do, and I can't say it on my own channel because I'm not going to just start a live for it. But I mentioned that I needed a vacuum cleaner. 3 vacuum cleaners were sent to my house, and not one of them have who it's from.
Has what?
Who it's from.
Oh,
I
get that a lot. Gift
that a
cards
lot,
have a tendency for doing that.
And I don't want anyone to sit back like, say, love a Scorpio, or I see you saying, that goddamn bitch, I sent her a crucifix.
I
It
know.
was actually on my wish list. Somebody sent this to me.
It happens sometimes.
It happens a lot.
Yeah, and they don't give me a thing. So whoever sent me 3 vacuums, thank you.
For her hardwood floors. That's a spoiled bitch. I'm sorry. Not a fiber in her goddamn house, but by all means, she needs 3 vacuum cleaners.
1 on each floor.
I got the COVID. Mallory, I tested positive yesterday.
For what? The COVIDs?
Yeah.
Well, listen.
Oh, get the clock. Another one. How many illnesses are we up to in this one? Oh my goodness, y'all. This is disgusting to listen to it. It's disgusting to hear how this is all played out. I just sit here like, this hurts my head. It hurts my head. Yeah, Jackson, this is a refresher back to November, but this is where they start really talking about, this was, I think, the same day or the day after Molly went on panel with Diane and cooked up that whole thing and started the St. Jude, and how they've tried to intermix this the entire time. This is that. This is the night before Thanksgiving.
But it's okay. You've got that. You've got that. Well, you've got that C card that your friend sent you. So
Don't remember that. No.
you're protected.
Yeah, exactly. Very well protected. She gave me, the doctor next door came and checked on me. She walked right on up. She
Hey,
said,
maybe she can send you a vaccine too.
yeah, oh my, no, she said, doctor's orders, you need to go get vaccinated. I told you. And I was like, I'm not getting vaccinated. She goes, yes, you are. And I go, no, I'm fucking not. She goes, yes, you are. I said, that's what it is. It's being forced. It's being forced. That's what I don't like. If they didn't force
It's not being forced when you haven't got it so
I'm
far.
telling you right now, I walk by pharmacies and grocery stores, and no one's coming at me with a needle. I don't listen. No one's for. I don't know how they're handling shit in Hershey. I've never been there, but no one's coming at me like even like sample, vaccine sample. No.
Do you get injections?
No.
Do you get injections in your face?
Yes.
Oh.
Mallory, do you get injections in your face?
Of the vaccine?
No, like do you get
How the hell
Botox?
we get from vaccine to injections in the face?
No, because it's important. Like, do you get Botox fillers in your face?
No, I don't have any Botox in my face. Remember, I have caulk and cement in my face. You didn't.
There's some honesty at least coming out here. Oh, goodness. Right, Sammy? They're so proud. All of it. They think it's just a laughing matter. And yes, by the way, I am definitely, I've already said it. I'm vaccinated. Yes. And again, your own personal choices, whatever they may be. I have kids that have been hospitalized because of it. So yeah, it's a different story. I have to protect myself and my family. So there's that. We're not getting into that discussion though. But yeah, they're super proud of their stance on all this. Caulk and cement in the face.
You didn't hear that from Bombshell? Oh,
That's disgusting.
Ron Cock being
People that make remember, every plastic surgeon will tell you. Every plastic surgeon will tell you. When women want to talk about your fillers and your plastic surgery, they're jealous because they cannot afford it. Every woman has something that they would like to change. Me, I've already changed it. Well, that and no, I got more, but not on my face. I love my face.
It's nothing I can prove, and I shouldn't even be saying it out loud. But I am almost confident that Bombshell's thighs smell like sour milk. So listen, it is what it is. It's just a hunch I have. So there's that. Just a hunch. I know,
What is
but
wrong
again, I've not been
with
wrong since 1987.
No,
So take it for what it's
Mallory,
worth.
what is wrong with that lady? The first time I ever heard her was like 2.5 years ago. It was the middle of the night. I got a notification that Diane went live, and it was like not a normal live. And it was her, Randy, and there was this woman screaming about, and it was just cursing. And I went, oh my God. And I like turned it off. I was like, I'm not gonna listen to that. That's not entertainment to me.
No.
And later on, I had said in the chat, I said, or somewhere, and then Wendy responded and said, oh, that night, that was that savage lady. Why does she hate her life so much? Why is she so angry?
I don't know. But just very angry for somebody that shouldn't be angry is just a very angry individual.
Read the comment.
What's it say, Justin? Which one?
Not sour milk, wet knuckles, and 3-week-old baloney. Okay, done.
Okay, done. Let me give you a little tidbit of what else came out in that Al-Anon meeting.
Holy shit. I forgot that they mixed in all these names here too. I am like mind blown right now because I didn't even think about this. Mallory, I didn't know Mallory and Bombshell had issues. Thank you. Was that Justice? Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Nothing but misinformation. Yeah, Stella, right? Right. Exactly. Yep, exactly. Everybody's got to decide what they want to do. I have big feelings on that, of course, but again, I'm around chronically ill people, so therefore I think about everybody else but me. That's kind of how I live my life. But my mind is blown right now because this was the night before Thanksgiving. Granted, they started having a falling out with Mallory before when she was in Key West, there was all sorts of stuff, but this is really interesting. And notice that account in there too. And Justin keeps pinning that account. Yeah. I looking back on all this, I'm just like, there's so many more moving pieces that I didn't even notice.
Meeting over there, whatever the hell they were having. Again, I didn't have time to actually pick up the pamphlet. But listen, people. Holy shit! Somebody was standing up for pirate ship over there. With what's her name there, the 6'4" quarterback. What's her name? Savage Live. Savage Live. Well, they're all a bunch of Party City queens, and they think they wear pirate hats, and they think they're running a pirate ship over there.
No,
Listen,
I never knew that.
it's
No,
okay.
according to the
It's meant to
no,
be.
when she went to court, with when she was crying her eyes out, and
Hold on, I think I gotta skip through. I think she actually doxed Savage in this. Hold on, let me mute it just a second to see, because I think she does. And if that's the case, I don't want to play that. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna skip through. I think she does. Yes. Hope she does. The next day she's live like all day.
in front of a county court.
Yeah.
Her information. She's
I'm the gay version of you.
he kept pushing it.
Yeah, that is absolutely when they talk about Savage's information and they pass it back and forth and text it. That is exactly what just happened in this video. I forgot that that's what was done. I don't know how much information, again, I fast forwarded it, but they were talking about her private and personal information and sharing it amongst themselves during this. I forgot that.
Yeah.
So I asked him this morning, I said, hey, I got to ask you a question. He goes, no. I go, is your dick big? And he goes, what? And I said, I have to know, because if I was a gay man, I want to know if I had a big dick. And if you're the male version of me, I need to know if your dick is big.
Hold on,
He's not
I
gonna
got
show
to
me
address
dick.
it. If I don't address it, I'm gonna get called out tomorrow. So let me address it. Listen, that's transphobic. And
Oh,
let
please.
me finish. Let me just address it. Let me tell you, intent is everything, people. Just like a joke, just like everything else. Intent is everything. So anybody that wants to sit up here and try to tell me that Marissa was just being transphobic, gay men, you are a hater and full of shit, right?
Remember those words. It's all about intent. Remember that.
That's hilarious.
That is nonsense and ridiculous.
How do you know I'm not trans?
Well, that's what I'm saying. But the haters, they're gonna come for me tomorrow for not. They're gonna.
Oh yeah, Molly Goliath is transphobic.
Exactly. But it's the intent behind your statement. We know bigotry when we come across it. We know hate when we encounter it. And this was not intended to be transphobic or anything. She was blinded by my fucking fabulosity. Look at the picture. Look at the picture there that she's looking at right now, right?
Yes.
Come on, people. Come on, look at it. It's, it's kind of, it's
I'm
over
telling
the
you.
top fabulous. Okay.
I can't smell dick.
Let me,
All right.
let
Let's
me tell you
continue.
something. The photo that I'm digging, Mallory, is from your new album cover with
like
a
that
mic
one?
that it's like white and it looks like
Elaborate.
like a shooting star or something. I don't know. It's like your microphone, and you're like,
Oh, you like that one?
I fucking love that one.
With the glasses. Wait, not the one with the glasses or with
No,
that
you're
one?
like, it's something like this. You got this. Your microphone's like, I don't know. You're like,
I think I
don't
think
know
it
what
was the
you're
one with the glasses. For my true crime show.
I don't remember, but it's a beautiful photo of you.
Or it's probably the one before that. I think it's the one before that, where it's all like in silverish gray, right? Either way, thank you for the compliment. You're welcome. Thank you. Let's see. Revenge's Mallory. I thought you were actually not even trans till you said. Some people. Listen. Like I said, online, I am over the top. I am quite boisterous. I have more of a persona online.
Mhm.
I make it my business to make it your business that I'm trans online. So it's a little different online. In real life, not so much. I'm more scaled back.
You are. It's annoying.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
more scaled back in real life.
I wanted to squeeze her tits, but I thought I would offend her.
I would have survived.
I mean, she was a little more, than I thought.
I'm less in person. I'm less.
Yes. I mean, you were entering, I have to say, you were entering a place. You were in an unsafe place at one time,
Yeah.
which kind of scarred you for life.
Yeah.
I felt confident. I knew I was going into a safe place with you.
All
But what
right.
I'm
So you
saying-
knew me and Justin would never hurt you.
on
ever.
camera, I'm more. Let me put it this way. On
You would fuck
camera,
us up. You're really
I'm
small.
on stage. I'm on. When I'm off camera, I just tend to be less. I'm
Really
just
tall.
less.
She had she had combat boots on too.
Yes, I did.
I was like, oh my
Oh, they
god.
were fucking fabulous too.
I had little sneakers on. Pink sneakers. I was like, oh my god, it's Valerie Williams. Holy shizzle. I hugged her.
I was taller than
pregnant,
you
so
thought, but holy shit, you were shorter than I thought you were going to be, right? And it's like, wow.
Just making sure we're all clear that intent is everything with transphobia, according to Mallory, or transphobic comments. So intent is everything. And Molly, she does not view as that way. Okay? Remember this because it's going to play a role coming up.
Phoebe says, I love your vibe, Mallory. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Oh, here it is. I think I found it. This one, bitch, right here.
And people were asking if those were overalls I was wearing that day.
Yes.
Some people wanted to know what the deal was. They were overalls.
I'm living
I
for
probably
this
should get
photo.
a full length for people. That's the photo you like? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what
She
I'm
looks
trying
too
to.
much like me in that picture.
Well, maybe you look like her.
Because
How
we're
about
cousins.
that? I am living for that photo. Just the lips, the glasses, and just the hand and the mic. I'm just loving it. I was like, that.
Holy
She turned it out for that. Yes, she did.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome. That's really because that's so your personality. You're just like, yeah, how you doing? Loved it. Oh God, I think
We need a temperature.
you have a temperature. You're alive.
This fucking sucks. This sucks so bad.
How many days are you in now?
Positive?
Well, I mean, like since you've been symptomatic.
I would say, what was the day before I left? I left Monday.
You
I
said
was sick
Sunday.
Sunday. Huh?
So Sunday.
Sunday I was sick.
Okay.
Sunday, Monday, let's say Tuesday.
Was you
Wednesday.
sick all day Sunday?
Sunday? Yes, I slept all day. I didn't go out the night before. I
So
didn't do
you're day
anything.
5. You have only 5 more days left.
I'm like, 5 more days. Oh
You're
my God,
halfway
by
through.
the way, Adrian just bought the family our tickets to Florida for Christmas.
Oh yeah, remember the whole plane ticket debacle at Christmas time? I forgot this gets mentioned in here too. There's so many details that people have forgotten that have happened throughout this whole thing and how all this interweaves and overlays. It's such a confusing mess. But yeah, here we go with that. Yeah, she had COVID. She tested positive before. She said this was the night before Thanksgiving. I don't know. We need an illness tracker.
Got it.
We have some stuff to prepare
Okay,
for all of us.
yes. Yeah,
But it's a
some
nice big
stuff.
surprise, but we gotta be, but trust me, it's good stuff.
Good stuff.
Good
Grand
stuff.
stuff.
Good grand stuff. And
And if it-
holy shit.
yes.
And if you're in the Southwest Florida area, especially you, love a Scorpio, we would love to
Please.
come meet, have a, I'm not gonna have an alcoholic drink. I think I'm not gonna drink anymore. I know that sounds crazy, but I
Wait a
think
minute.
that, I
You're
don't
supposed to- It's not January. Can you at least wait to January to make that resolution?
I think that it's I think it's doing something to my brain.
Oh
But
well.
guess what? Can I tell you something? The night that I got drunk, right?
Mhm.
That was Friday night, right? Was it Friday night?
I have no idea.
Friday night is when I went to Kelly McGillis's. I was wearing the pink bikini top, black, the Lululemon pants. That's when I had the 4.
Oh yeah.
I haven't had a TIA. I haven't zoomed out since. Tell me that ain't fucking crazy. You know, I'm doing these things. I'm like,
Is there any medication that you take that you're not supposed to mix with alcohol? Specifically says that do not mix with alcohol.
Everything.
Yeah, everything.
All of her medications.
I'm
Everything.
on, what's that thing they take? For the depression thing.
Your Farto.
L-Farto. No, I take the Topiramate, Topamax for my brain, and then an
Zoloft?
antidepressant. He keeps saying, "Did you take your antidepressant?" I said, "I forgot." And he goes,
Did you take it
now."
today?
No, I forgot.
Marissa, you have to take it. I mean, honestly, that causes brain shocks and everything. You got to take it
It
consistently.
does. You'll get the head zaps if you miss too
Oh
many
my
doses.
God,
Trust
I
me.
do.
I was
You notice how all of a sudden her antidepressant gave her head zaps and that's what caused all of her head zaps? Well, that's where this started. It is exhausting, little minx, but I feel like people need to be able to see it together, like put it together and realize, oh shit, they took us on a hell of a journey. And this is why. And all of these little pieces that they've thrown in here along the way, it's exhausting. But there's so much that they say and do. It's like, I can't even remember half the stuff that they've done. Like I rewatch this and I'm like, oh shit, yep, they just mentioned that too. I forgot. Yep. Oh yeah, they mentioned that too. Or that person got drug in at that point. Yep.
wandering around Savannah with head zaps like nobody's business.
Oh my God, I feel like I'm walking sideways.
You're telling me that all this shit that I'm going through is because of fucking Lexapro? Because guess what I'm getting done on the day after Thanksgiving? Molly Golightly ain't going to Target for no fucking $11 toaster. I can't be in the Walmart stampede. I gotta go to the freaking hospital for an EEG.
Yes.
But I think they're gonna make me cancel because I have the COVID, right?
Listen, you can put a toaster on your wish list.
I did, and no one's got it for me yet.
It'll come. Christmas is coming.
Yeah, you want a $700 toaster? It's got
It's
like
300.
Listen.
You'll get more
Listen, it's
stuff
a digital
closer to
toaster.
Christmas, probably.
Yeah,
so.
and you know something? Your trolls were going over your wish list the other night, going like, "This bitch wants a $300 toaster."
They love to do that. Listen, what they're doing is advertising for your wish list, so enjoy it.
Oh, I don't have a problem with them going over my wish list.
I know you don't.
Is there a reason why I got 3 fucking vacuums sitting here?
They love going over my wish list. They've been doing it all year.
Well, can I tell you something? I gave Tyler, my housekeeper, a vacuum.
There
He
you
goes,
go.
really?
Yeah, because you can use that for work, right?
He's doing the whole block, all on because he was working for like a Molly maid service. I don't know what it's called. I didn't use them because I stopped. They overcharge you and they pay these people like $10. So she said, Marissa, can I ask you a question? She goes, do you have people clean your house? And I said, not at the moment. I go, I was using this place, but they were fucking me up the ass. And she goes, well, I'm going to get him to quit and pay him and his girlfriend under the table. Will you come with me? And I said, fuck yeah, I love anything under the table. I'm Italian. We love that shit. Under the table, yeah, it makes us feel powerful and good. You'll actually make more money that way. So they've been working for me, but I'm getting a little more jealous because there's 2 other people on the block. But this is the thing. He said, don't worry, Marissa. We're going to still come to your house first because you pay us the most.
Yeah, of course.
So yeah. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Adrian and Jake, they're not afraid. They're not afraid of catching this. I'm like, get out of here. Oh, but I'll tell you what helped me sleep, and I did it for the first time. I put the Vicks. I bought these new. I always buy these at the supermarket for $7. They're like really soft. I like to sleep. I like to sleep naked or without socks. I have to be fully clothed, weighted blanket. Right?
No. I was gonna say if you like raise your tits and put a little bit of Vicks underneath of it, really helps.
Helps what? Get them bigger?
Like takes the toxins out.
Oh, really?
Mhm.
Look. Woo! Socks in the city. No. I put the Vicks on my feet and I put those things on. I lay down. I put on Top Gun or something like that. And I went this, and I was out. Yesterday I was asleep. I got up at 8:30. I told Diana, I said, Diana, I keep dozing off. But at 8:30, I set the alarm and I got up to apologize. Then I dozed off. And then who would have known? World War III was happening with my name all over the place. They better have fucking put Molly Golightly. Did they?
I don't know, but I'm going to tell you something. It was going on until 5:30 this morning.
That's awesome. But this is the thing, people. Don't ever.
Huh, that's awesome. Did they put my name in the title? Yeah, and that wasn't intentional. Yeah, I've never heard the whole tits thing with Vicks. I don't know where Justin got that. I don't even want to ask any further questions on that.
Ever put at Molly Golightly? Because I'll never see it. I never check the ads.
How do you check if you're tagged in something?
I've seen it like one time in 5 years.
I don't
It's
even know
way
how
to
to.
go. I don't bother.
The people say all the time I tagged you in this, and I'm like, how do I check a tag? Do I just,
Yeah, you
do I
can.
just
I
type
don't
my name
bother.
in, Miss Williams?
Say it again.
I
I was sending a text.
Sorry, do you know how to check how you're tagged into something?
No, and I don't know how to get out of a tag thing either. Molly's had me in this weird group thing that I don't know any of the people in, and they're all like, "Who's this? Who's this?" And I'm like, "I don't know. I'm just here." It was something when we were all in Savannah.
Yeah, that was me, you, Olivia, Bullhorn, Betty, Dolly, and Justin.
Okay,
Okay,
I was
that's
one.
That's fair, because I didn't. More texts were coming yesterday, and I didn't say anything.
Yeah,
I'm
just say
seeing
it's
people
Howard.
are like, you must have the wrong number. I'm seeing 2 other people contact. They're going back and forth at each other. I'm like, can I stop this merry-go-round and get off? I mean, I don't know. I don't know how to get out of it. But unless it's an ongoing, is it just an ongoing chat that we're keeping between us? That's fine if that's the case.
I delete everything, so for me, it's like no.
Marissa, swear to God, you can send her something. She looks at it, immediately deletes it. Immediately. It's not saved in her phone.
It's like
Just
my
like her,
mouth.
just like her memory. It's blank.
It's called
100%.
sweeping. I do that as well. I'm not a saver like that. Typically I'm not a saver.
I don't do it either. Not even in my house. Everything goes in the garbage. It drives my husband nuts.
Because I don't like to pack rat things.
I don't like that either.
I don't
See,
like
we
my
can get
phone to
along.
be cluttered up with weird stuff, even though it's got forever memory. You know what I mean? I don't like
I'm
it.
like, see you later, alligator.
The best thing to do is take a picture of something that's sentimental, and if you don't need it, and just give it to somebody and just take a picture of it, because it's the memory of.
Oh, but your question, are you talking about on YouTube to see if you're tagged in anything,
Yes.
Justin? Okay, for some reason I thought, yes, I know how to do that. You want to know how to do it?
Yes.
Okay, so you've got to go to, you obviously, you have to go to your, what's it called? Your
Studio,
right?
Mhm.
And then you're going to go to your comments.
Uh-huh.
Okay, are you doing it now or no?
No, but I can.
Okay, well,
Okay.
go to your comments.
Studio comments. Okay.
And then once you're in the comments, look up at top. You're going to see a selection mentions. There's your where you're going to find if you're tagged.
How dare you slam the missing? They don't deserve anything. Outlaw trucker. Okay.
You should have a good amount of mentions.
I don't look. I don't bother.
I've never looked.
See, that's the thing. If you don't care, then just let it go.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who is this? Like, when I went over to the copyright thing, I saw all these people have copyrighted my stuff, and I'm like, oh my god, who are these people? I don't know who these people are. Who are these people?
There's a channel with 163,000 views on my content.
Let them have it.
Yeah, if they have that many, let them have it, honey.
Yeah.
Of course, we probably didn't have to tell him that.
Yeah, right. No, news channels are clipping him. That's awesome. Good.
Yeah, they were cool.
Good. I am so happy that Leilani is behind jail. It makes this Thanksgiving. Listen, when my son goes through the 65-minute prayer, God bless everything, God bless America, and thank God for the salt and the pepper and everything like this. Listen, I'm gonna be like, in my back of my mind, thank God that bitch is behind bars. Otherwise, I'd be sitting here right now with my fork pissed as fuck. That's how I'm gonna feel tomorrow.
I'm so glad that justice is finally starting for that bitch.
Yeah, and I'm like I said, remember how I was very, very angry and anxious to get out of Savannah? I was like Savannah. I was thought it was very beautiful there. I was like, I'll never come back here again. Never, never, never. And now I'm just like, oh, and I just feel like even though they gave Betty a hard time and they gave us a little bit of hard time, I really think that they worked hard. And
oh, the bullshit just keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper, and listening to these guys just makes you cringe. It's so cringeworthy. I'm sorry. We're almost done with this one, and then we're moving on. We are moving on. Night Owl, thank you very much. That is exactly what I keep saying is, why are you people providing a lifestyle for this woman who they don't even have the same lifestyle? Like, it's one thing if you have the extra, can live that way, more power to you. Nobody's telling you how to spend your money. But if you can't even provide that same lifestyle for yourself, why are you doing it for somebody else that just continues to spit in your face? Instead of giving 2 of the vacuum cleaners to people in need, giving them to an organization that, gives back in some way. I mean, again, she gave it to her housekeeper, whatever, but there's so much good that you could do. And she is so excessive in everything, in my opinion.
diligently to make sure. And Vinnie Politan said, good. He said to me, good. Now we get her on trial. He goes, death penalty. That's what he said. Are they charging her with a death penalty? Well, we don't even know, right? But that's what he said. Vinnie Politan texted and said, death penalty. I mean, I probably deleted it. It said death penalty. But let me tell you something. The news has moved on. They are all about these kids at the university. Oh yeah, Mallory, I am catching hell because of the comment that I haven't even heard about I guess you made a joke about the kids at the university that I never heard, but everyone's blaming me for that too.
Somebody's joke is somebody else's, entertainment and storyline. So
I've responded to 2 people and I said, I'm not Mallory, and I don't know what she said.
Yeah.
That's all I said. I'm not Mallory. You can't hold me responsible for Mallory's words.
Right.
Mallory cannot be held responsible for my words.
Right.
Usually Marissa just responds with 2 words, go die.
Die. Fuck off. Die.
I'm like any other content creator up here. I have my content. Everybody else has their content. You can either enjoy it, which most of my followers enjoy what I put out. Sometimes there's a couple things like, I'm not into this for a variety of reasons. And then they'll come back and check something else out and enjoy the next thing.
What it reminded me of,
haters, by the way, haters don't enjoy a goddamn thing I do. So
do you remember a year ago, Miss Williams, when I actually stepped in for Laura? Laura, I don't know if you guys were around for this, but I'm not sure if she knew we were live or whatever, but she said she didn't want to do a meet and greet in Atlanta.
That's what it is.
Drop dead. Oh, okay, drop dead. And she said it was too dark in Atlanta. And I automatically went into damage control and I was like, oh my God, because I took it as it was, I took it as what many took it as. And I was like, oh my God, and here's Amir standing right there, and I'm like, give me my baby.
Yeah, and there's only one way you can. Unless they had a massive power outage. There's only one way you can.
You're right. Unless there's a massive power outage. But she said she meant dark as in the crime. But I've never heard anyone put, that word dark.
No.
But the thing is, it's weird because she's in Mississippi, and I've been to Mississippi. What are you laughing at?
I was looking at your message to Kool-Aid.
Read it. Kool-Aid says, what is
Kool-Aid?
it?
Molly, can you please retract your copyright claims? I don't want to take legal action, but I can if that's what you really want to do. I spend a lot of time and effort building my channel. I would really like to have it restored. Thank you. And now here's Marissa. Fuck you.
Why not just ask nicely? Why not just ask nicely and
So that was one of the first times that she got the Kool-Aid channel down. I forgot about that. Vinny is the reporter for Crime TV, something. I don't know what channel he's on. He's some reporter for some bullshit. I don't know. I don't pay attention to those people. Vinnie Politan or something. I don't know. Court TV. Thank you, Court TV. I'm always like, I don't know, some bullshit.
Forgo the ridiculous YouTube lawyer threats and nonsense. Why not just say, listen, I worked hard on my channel. Perhaps I overstepped. Right?
How did you? But stop yourself right there, Miss Williams. Shame on you. How was you worked hard on your channel?
Well,
It's a clip channel.
You know, oh god.
If it's a clip channel
Exactly.
that's designed to not be funny, but to be harmful and demeaning. Because I support clip channels that are factual and unbiased. Right? I see what you can't. I see what you can't. Keeps their opinions out of it. And I'm on there. I'm on there. I don't care.
Here's the difference. If you show the reality of what Molly does, she doesn't like it. If it's on somebody else, she's all about it. But Kool-Aid shows Molly in Molly's truest form with no additional anything. Molly doesn't like it. Exactly, Sammy. Again, sure, Gian. Also interesting how that clip channel is one that she promotes time and time again. And that clip channel, I think, was solely about Michelle for a long time. Interesting.
But I'm on a lot of channels. I don't care about that. But when a person does it in a way where they're being vicious, I mean, that's why I had that fucking lawyer talking to the lawyer on YouTube. They took forever. And by the time they did get it back, Burnt Toast backed off. And I told Bullhorn Betty, I was like, dude, in order for your own attorney to talk to a YouTube attorney and they scissor, they confirm that they're both talking to an actual attorney and not someone claiming to be an attorney, it takes a while, right? And then boom, they don't want to hear it. Her channel could have just went kapoof that day. It just would have went kapoof, but she laid off. And by that time I was like, it doesn't matter. But this is the thing. When you design your channel to be criticism, but you're constantly jabbing and going at somebody in a nasty way, that's what's going to get you in some trouble. And there are a couple of YouTubers here, as we've seen Katie and some others, getting hit by celebrities and people with money. You really don't. And I've tried to stay away from talking about, being, you don't want to talk about people. You don't want to talk to people that have money for attorneys, number one, because they will shut you up and they can shut you down. And they can also do other things if you pay them a little extra. And if you don't want to lose your channel, getting your channel shut down is very easy. But guess what? Starting another channel is also easy too. And I've done that, and I've taken channels, wiped them off the face of the earth. And what happens? They start another.
This is your second channel that you took her first
This
channel.
is the first time I've taken a channel down. And I'm just like, what is the fucking point? What is the point? And the thing is I gave a strike to German Lady, and I was only fucking around. And I actually like German Lady. I'm not gonna be like the rest of them and say, oh, by the way, there's a certain channel around here. It's a guy. Don't say their name. He's lying up his ass. All he's trying to do is poach subs. He comes out every couple of months. He lies about me. He just wants to get some subs. I saw a screenshot of it today. One of my patrons goes, "Does you know this person? Because they're claiming this." And I go, "This person is full of shit. Nobody likes that person. And because he couldn't have his way with me, not sexually, but because he couldn't get what he wanted. I mean, now he's jumping on the Molly Golightly. Right. Hey, please join. Please join. But just remember, you're being lied to. And I want all of you people that are under this spell that you're under, just remember, they have to show proof that this happened. Show us the proof. Because that's what's killing them. They keep saying it. And now when people are on the side person, people are saying, hey, show us proof. Show us the proof. What happens? They get deleted and then they get blocked. Keep your eyes open. Because I've been very transparent. Mallory's seen my ass here for years.
Of course.
Since Chris Watts.
Same way with.
Why is Mallory this was November. This is the night before Thanksgiving. This is after they came back from Georgia, and that whole setup, this walks all the way up to where we are current time. We're going to walk into it. We're going to get through this part, and then the next pieces will fall into place. Glam it up. This is actually really interesting because it shows when Mallory had been brought in right before the Georgia trip, but they talk about St. Jude. They talk about the Diane stuff in this one. They talk about all of the different moving pieces that we've watched that never quite made sense, but now they're all lining up and adding up together. Mallory was talking about Bombshell in this one, which didn't even dawn on me that they had history. I didn't even know that. They were talking about Diane, people from Diane's channel. They doxed somebody in this one. All sorts of crazy shit, but all the different pieces of the distractions that Molly and crew have tried to use. Insane. Hey, Forgotten Hey, Forgotten and Safari. I was reading Safari's comment back to Forgotten. Yeah, it's insane. Yep, Thanksgiving, night before Thanksgiving. And then Thanksgiving is when she went on like the 10+ hour tirades, which we've got those coming up too, but we're not going to go through the whole things. But this is all like clips of how they walked and spun all the different pieces of drama in at the same time.
Listen, if you ever hear, which listen, it was just repeated again tonight, that I ever said the words to put pedophiles on a t-shirt, I support pedophiles on a t-shirt and wear it. Show us the receipt for that, where it's ever taken place.
I remember that.
Show us the receipts. It's never come out of my mouth. Those words have never come out of my mouth, and I've proven it, and I can show you. I can show you clearly. I still have the video where I show I've never said those words. But I think it'll be more fun watching these people who repeat these words over and over again to show us a receipt of which they have never been able to produce.
It's the same thing that Justin could say. They all want to say that I said Summer Wells was my cash cow. That video doesn't exist. I said that Summer Wells was a cash cow. That's what I said. I never said my cash cow. I don't have to rely on Summer Wells or any child for that matter to put food on my table or buy myself a fucking box of tissues. And that will never be me, ever. I can go in any direction. Listen, I can go in any direction. I think me, Mallory, and I feel very confident that we can go in any direction. But I'll have to say that it would be really fake of me to keep going and doing YouTube and not talking about stuff in the news and true crime, because it really has been like an obsession. I mean, think about it. And a lot of people have pointed this out. They brought it to my attention because I never thought about it this way. They said, Marissa, why is it that when you go on these vacations and you stay at these really nice hotels, you're just sitting there watching Forensic Files? And I thought about it and I said, you know what? You're right. I should be out getting drunk and fucked up and stuffing my face and shopping and running on my credit card and swimming and doing whatever we're supposed to do with our families and blah, 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 blah. That's what I like to do. I like to be in the know of that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
And it's just
sorry. I thought you were I'd like to respond to Cork. Are you okay?
It just crawled up my throat.
What happened?
An oyster just crawled up. Yes.
From the inside, it was still alive?
What the fuck? What's an oyster?
A seafood, like a clam.
What's an oyster?
An oyster is a clam.
Phlegm, you fuckface.
And why are you calling it an oyster?
Because it's classier than calling it phlegm.
Oh,
God damn it!
Calling it an oyster is classier than calling it phlegm. Is anybody on this level that can understand this shit? Wise guys, yes, he's just as fun.
Is that not the golden clip of the year right there? I'm like,
I literally thought you ate a live oyster in it.
Who gets COVID and eats live oysters?
Who the hell has an oyster climb up their esophagus? I thought it was something new. I was all about it. I was like, holy shit. Look at this shit. I was about to respond to Clark, but I'm like, I'm in this. There's a clam about to come out of this lady's mouth. I'm here.
Okay, I gotta give Mallory a comment right here because that was fucking funny how she deadpanned instantly, like, oh, what the fuck now is gonna happen? She's making this a whole show. Like, it just deadpanned. Like, here we go. Some bullshit's coming, and you can tell the shade being thrown.
Here for it.
Oh my god!
I haven't had this much excitement since that goddamn tapeworm came out of Diamond Cutter's ass.
Ew! That was real?
Oh my god, we just got mollied.
Oh my god!
Listen, I would like to respond to Cork real quick. Cork says, I remember that live, Mallory. It wasn't meant in the way that some people took it. So ridiculous. Cork. And listen, here's the thing, people. Not only, listen, was the context of my portion of the conversation not meant in the way that these people conveyed it to be, of course. But I never uttered the words, not even close, to put I support pedophiles on a t-shirt and wear it, buy it, and anything of the sort.
You would have lost all your subs in one day.
Well, in fact, there was this lady on there who was attempting to take down my channel, and that was the nonsense that she was spreading the next day it was, whose channel was it? Well, I know whose channel it was. It's just not. It doesn't matter who Scandal was. It's just, the name isn't coming to me right now. Oh, Janie Bobaney. She was on Janie Bobaney's panel.
God.
Listen, she was just on there with this ridiculous fake outrage to the 100th power, insisting that I was a supporter of predators. And listen, the community basically just trying to get the
You
community.
know about her, right? She's a raging liberal feminist.
Well, no, just for the record, it wasn't Janie Bobaney pulling the campaign on me. It was this. Remember the lady who used to do the cartoons, the crazy lady who did the cartoons of everybody. Those you will call them like
train wreck. Train with a train.
God, she used to do them of everybody. Not really cartoons, but they're more like these animation kind of.
I don't know who they're talking about right now. I don't have a clue who they're talking about. Some of these names are brand new to me. I don't. Again, don't ask. This is just more their bullshit that they always try to do. Get the whiteboard out, add in some new names. Holy hell. I just realized who that is. Is that who she's talking about? Heart-shaped box? NewsTubers? I was wondering because the animation. That's what I was wondering.
The cartoon.
Yeah. Is it when Wendy had the little legs and she was sitting on the chest?
It was that Australian lady. It was that Australian lady.
That was a great channel.
Yeah, but it was that Australian lady that was trying to spread this shit about me. Well, literally, I debunked her immediately. But every once in a while, I have to. I just got to debunk the bullshitters. But no, I've never said any such thing. But that doesn't stop people from, parroting the haters. You said da. As I've always said, bring me the proof, and whoever can bring me the receipt, I'll give you $100. Right? And I'm a cheap bitch. I'm a broke bitch. Bring me the receipt that I ever said such a thing, and I'll pay you $100. So your Cash App or your PayPal, whatever you wish. To this day, no one's ever been able to produce a receipt of me saying anything. But that doesn't stop them of saying such shit. Okay, just wanted to put that out there.
By the way, shout out NewsTubers. If you haven't checked out NewsTubers, they do amazing edits. It's hysterical, great content. Love them. But shout out NewsTubers because they do hysterical shit. I actually really, really love NewsTubers. Kiki came to say hi. Hold on. Kiki, say hi to your friends. Say hi to your friends. Say, not hide your head. You're supposed to look up. Hey. He's like, can you just hold me here, please? He's trying to get comfortable in my lap, but I'm on a little stool, so I can't stretch out. And he's pissed. He's pissed about it. Can you say hi to your friends? He's so mad. He's so mad. He's like, screw everybody.
It's amazing a rumor will take on a whole,
beast.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Patty's just still going on. She's like, who the hell has an oyster climbing up her esophagus?
Right up, I was like, and when you got this plus with lotion, it's got Vicks. These aren't pleasant when they hit your mouth.
Thank you, Revenge, but really, it's just.
Can I tell you something worse, Mallory? Can I tell you something worse? I'm going through all this.
Dare you?
All this suffering. I got the COVIDs. I'm dying.
See,
I got nothing to eat this pretzel. And guess what? I got my period.
Oh, God, talk about timing.
Look, poor there, poor lady.
Poor baby.
And then,
Marissa, have you heard anything about Serenity McKinney?
her grandmother just posted something on my Facebook
What did she say?
about me being sick. She said that the whole family's sick. Everyone's saying, "Oh my God, Marissa, everybody's sick."
But has there been a sentencing?
No. The last thing that she had said is that, and thank God you stopped because you were crying your eyes out, was that she didn't want anybody on social media to put out Serenity McKinney's autopsy report.
Yeah.
She said it was too much. And
it was a lot.
I said, Justin, stopped.
I couldn't read it. I started reading it and I just had to quit because I couldn't. That was one I couldn't do. Couldn't do it.
We do have to go there and be there for her.
Yes.
Because we love that baby. We love that baby too. And that's our thing. It doesn't have to be Betty and everyone. It just has to just be you and I.
Yeah, it was really, we were the.
Yeah, I can't get into that one because I can't even pronounce that first name. I don't think.
Serenity.
No, what was the name?
Serenity.
The last name, Liberty.
McKinney.
All right, maybe I heard something else. Okay, my bad.
Yeah.
Maybe when you said it all together, that's what it was. It just sounded like Rumpelstiltskin to me. I don't know.
Stop it. Listen, this is the thing. I'm afraid. I'm afraid of when we get to Florida and we do all this stuff, and then these people, these uppers, say, "Wait a second. These people are a fucking comedy show. Let's throw them in a fucking house for a month."
Oh, that's right. This was previous to the Florida trip around Christmas time with the whole press junket. As you can tell in this one, if you pay attention to what they're saying, they were going to Florida because they were trying to get a documentary or a like reality show. So they want a reality show surrounding them. That was going to be the big, huge. Dre was going to be there. Marvin, that was going to get them a reality show. Then it was going to be the Idaho 4. That was going to get them a reality show. They're still really trying. But that's what all of this is about. And I kind of put a ringer in all of that because the truth is out here. And as long as the truth continues to be out here, they'll never, ever. They might get a spinoff in a reality show of how we brought down the internet and the exploitation of mental illness. They might get a part in that of how they exploited mental illness and all these tragedies, but they'll never, maybe the first 48, something like that. I don't know. They'll get on something, but it won't be the way they want. Dr. Phil, they're probably more worthy of like Jerry Springer, though, or the Steve Wilkos show. Let's be honest.
All over the fucking place.
It's gonna be.
Listen, we'll listen, when Mallory's pissing us off in the house, we'll give her one of those things. We'll give her we'll get the butter knife and give her those flashbacks.
Yeah, just start sauteing a fucking fish stick on the counter. That'll do it. Holy shit.
What do they call those things? Where you have flashbacks? They're not funny. What?
Is it PTSD or
yeah.
PTS or
every time Mallory gets out of line with us in our presence, we'll bring out the butter knife and say, bitch, bring it back to the beach house. Bitch, go back to the beach house, bitch. She'll have a fucking lawsuit.
Holy shit.
That would be funny. That would be funny. And having Jonathan Lee Richards in the background.
Oh my God, that crazy little man.
I sense a lawsuit. I can see a lawsuit right now. I'm documenting all of this. I'm documenting all of this for my law.
Have you been traumatized? What did Jonathan?
I'm traumatized from being around Molly Golightly and Mallory Williams. I need $1 million.
But listen, I'll take a settlement of $25,000.
Yeah,
you know,
but I will settle with $20,000 in cash.
Sure will. With my cheap ass, I can retire most of my life on that $25,000. Listen, with change left over. Holy shit.
You can survive on $25,000.
Listen, I'm a low maintenance bitch.
No.
I mean, you know, I might need to hit the stripper poles in the dock still every once in a while, but you know, for the most part,
when the water bill comes in.
Mallory, have you ever been a stripper?
In real life,
yeah.
No, I've not really hit the stripper pole. I just, you know, I like to pretend that I have.
I like to pretend I'm a hooker.
Yeah. In my altered reality and universe, you know, I work down there on the docks. You know, I work happy hour. Holy shit.
Well, on. You want some of this? Get Costa. You want some of this?
And this is why we love Justin, because he just sits there and just, you know, balances. He's like our Alexa Pro.
I'm looking for something that's like crazy.
He's like our little. He's like a human Valium. For dry eyes, use clear eyes.
For dry eyes, use clear eyes.
And here's a little bit more shade that was being thrown at Spanky. Again, they came back from Georgia and you could see the shift in their relationship. That's why people were brought in and that's why the shuffle has gone on. And he's definitely uncomfortable because you got to remember there's been a lot of shuffling pieces that Justin has stayed in contact with that Molly has not, and so on and so forth. They're covering each other's asses is all they're doing.
Yes, listen. I mean, we're like a car going off the goddamn rails. Yeah, right? That whole holy shit.
Wait, plot twist. Forget what we thought these people were about. They're a fucking comedy team. They got their own fucking comedy about.
We're multi-talented individuals, right?
I mean, you know, all of us together. Look, we're a bunch of diverse people here.
Hey, I mean, is this an act you can sell? Can you get us sold somewhere, Molly?
Olivia's mother's sitting there. So crazy. They're all crazy.
Don't get crazy.
Locals. All of them. They're all crazy. Olivia, all of them. They're all crazy.
Oh.
I'm looking at Olivia's videos, and we got mom. We got mom there in the yard holding up the pictures of the baby. I was like, fuck yeah, mom.
I love her.
Oh, yeah, she's great. She takes care of everything. And you want to know what Olivia's mom is the eye in the sky. She sees everything.
Oh, that's because her daughter's out there.
Yeah, she said that's my only kid.
She's gonna see everything.
She told me that. I was so concerned. She goes, Marissa, this is my only kid. She said, don't worry, she'll be all right. I said, listen, I was the one that was going to fall down that mountain, not your daughter. Did you guys see me in the pink sweater? Oh my God. Are you serious?
Hey, little bitch, I have that. But can you resend that to me? Can you resend that to me? If it's possible.
Who does that? Who does that?
No, it's
That's disgusting.
we need a Big Brother style show.
Yeah, throw in Bullhorn, Betty, Jonathan, and fucking Dolly.
Can you imagine if we got a show? Oh my God, the haters.
It would be, listen, it would be highly watched and highly viewed. I'm telling you right now, you put us all in the stream house, it's going to be viewed. Trust me. Holy shit, that's going to get views.
Holy shit.
Little fame hungry. They're just reminding everybody why they were doing all this stuff, why they went to Florida. I mean, I know there's been a lot of moving pieces, so people have missed this, but we knew why they were going to Florida at Christmas time because they talked about it. But it's funny listening to them talk about it now because it's like, oh, that didn't go over so well, did it?
And then we start voting each other off. Oh, holy shit.
Then we get to see who the real mastermind is in the end.
Oh, do you see what I'm saying? Especially if Molly's paying for the beach house and or whatever house, and she winds up getting voted off first. Holy shit!
Plot twist: Molly Golightly gets voted off first. I'm like, kicking and screaming, "Excuse me, motherfucker! I'm the star here. Fuck you, man. Fuck you, Justin. I knew it. Fuck you, Bullhorn Betty. I'll see you on the other side of value. No. And then I'll walk off and go, oh, thank God.
We'll all just have a meet in the closet. We're like, listen, we know, let's just get Molly the hell up out of here.
Okay, exactly. Let's just get her out.
Let's
So she
just
go
get her the hell up out of here so the rest of us have a goddamn chance to win. Okay? Holy shit. I drove all this way. I'd like to stay for the full fucking weekend. Okay?
Let me ask you a question, Miss Mallory. Do you really think that in that you guys are really in control of something like that?
I think we're in control to the extent that we have it. I don't know about. I can speak for myself. I have a pretty good. I've been at this for a long time. You have to be able to have some sort of sway with your audience. You have to be able to guide them. Let's just put it that way. You've got to be able to guide your audience.
What are you guys talking about?
The way that Hollywood and TV and producers work is they would take someone like me and I would be the second to the last to go as the big fucking shocker. That's what they would do. They would keep me there just for.
Oh, are you okay? I thought maybe I misunderstood your question.
I mean, I'm just saying. Imagine
I know how reality shows work. I know how. Listen,
imagine if we were on Big Brother.
Yeah, they're gonna cut the small fish loose and the vanilla, as I call them, the civilians, the vanilla people, the fillers. They're gonna cut them off early on in the episodes and throughout the episodes, and they're gonna they might throw a big fish off midway through a few just for drama's sake. But then they're not gonna throw away the you know what I mean, the more popular, highly viewed contestants. They're not gonna let that happen.
Isn't it interesting how the content house and all this discussion happened? By the way, I would never be on TV. I'm way too honest for television. Like, that's the truth. I would never do well with the script if they said, you gotta, Becky, we're gonna need you to say this. I'd be like, stick it up your what? If it's not true, I'm not saying it. I mean, real life documentary, I could talk about this all day long, but I could never do one of those reality things. I would be like, the hell you want me to do what? With who? No.
We're just not going to let it happen. So one way or another, they do have control of that.
Yeah, they do. They have control of everything. And
because otherwise, if that happened, I mean, where would the ratings be? They'd be left with a bunch of vanilla Charlie.
Well, yeah, that's not going to happen.
8 weeks.
This is what I was told
this season.
And I'm not going to say the name because people will be like, holy shit, they told you that? What they said was, Marissa, whatever you filmed, whatever you said, whatever blah, 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 the story that you remember filming, get it out of your head. I was like, what? This came in the very beginning. The story that you remember, get it out of your head because that's not the story from here on out. And I'll never forget that. Forget the story that you remember. And I never was able to forget that. Do you know how maliciously manipulative that is to a person's psychological? Do you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Imagine somebody telling you that the experience that you just went through, that you know that you just went through, take it, forget about it.
I have to interrupt right now. Sorry, but we have 666 watching. Just got to put it out there. Okay, go ahead.
What's 666?
I don't know. It just represents, Satan.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Oh, 666 people.
There was 666 watching, so, but it's okay. We're up to 667 now.
Okay, good. All right. Yeah, but let me tell you something. Another person said, oh, do you watch The Real Housewives? I said, no. And I was like, I don't watch any reality shows because I know how they're made. I know how they're made. But do you know how that feels to hear take what you just experienced, everything that came out of your mouth, everything that you said, now forget it and wipe it clean, because that's not going to be the story that's told. I was like, holy shit, the magic of TV.
Right.
And I have to say, that will never leave. And you know, Princess always says, Marissa, I think that you guys, he goes, me and you, we got one more show on us. Come on, we're getting old. One more show. And I'm like, I'm too old. I'm too old. I'm too old. I'm just too old. I'm too old.
Well, listen, that's all relative to the audience. But here's the thing, people. That beach house episode that I was involved in down there, that supposed stream house. Listen, what unfolded there was real, was reality. And any way they would have chose to spun that, had that been an actual reality show, that would have been platinum. That would have been everything that reality shows would have lusted for. I mean, that's just the way it is. For something like that to unfold, you can't act that. You can't script it. It's just holy shit. It's one of those holy shit moments that's what views are made of. I mean, that's what it's all about. Those real moments that anything can happen. That's what is so desirable about reality shows. You know,
it takes a whole day.
The highly scripted ones.
It takes a whole day. It takes a whole day to get one golden nugget, and that's their goal.
Yeah.
Their goal is to get one golden nugget of the day. So if you take, all right, we had a golden nugget, which I wasn't anticipating, and my uncle said that had to have been staged. When I was on a wife swap, I happened to be in a store, and all of a sudden I feel this pulling, and it's the director goes, get your ass over there. And I didn't know what I was doing. And all of a sudden I see this little girl, and she's like kind of throwing a little tantrum there. And here I am snapping into it. And I go, hey, you know, everything's, you know, you're getting spoiled over here, blah, 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 blah. And I give her a hug, and it was so sweet. And that actually made it onto the episode. And my uncle said that had to have been staged, because that was just way too. And I said, actually, you cannot stage something with a 3-year-old child. You can't. Someone that little. You think that little girl was an actress? You think that was fake?
No,
I didn't know that she was.
How do you get them on camera? Do they have to then sign a waiver after the fact?
We can't talk about it. Yeah, for 10 years.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, exactly. She couldn't talk about it for 10 years. Isn't this crazy though, to like look back? They think this is going to be their big break. They are going to get a show out of this. Princess saying, you know, and then Princess starts making his way back into Molly's lives right after this. Oh, it's so gross. Looking back, it's so gross.
Guess what?
No, not you. I'm talking about that little girl and her family.
Oh yeah, I talked to them. Yeah, 10 years. The mom is horrified. The mom is so scared of, you know, being she got a lot of shit from her family, her community. They moved. She got a lot of hate. And that's why the comments are disabled on Princess's video, because people were leaving comments that were so mean and terrible to those poor little, you know, about religion.
Right.
And I said, I just don't want them to see all this hate. I said, just disable them. And he's like, no, I'm looking for hate comments about us. And I'm like, no one cares. I go, you don't need that kind of attention. Just stop. And I don't want, and that's why I get Diane Pigeon with the videos that I made of her. I took them off because I don't want them to follow her in her life. I don't want that to follow her in her life, because that could be psychologically damaging. And when I heard Ramsey over there saying that she had thoughts of harming herself, I was like, whoa, I don't want to be one of the people that perpetuated that. So that's when I said, I will. You know what, Diane, I will apologize to you publicly. I never knew that you guys suffered to that magnitude. I mean, that's the truth. I mean, whoever thought that, because Justin was in the comments yesterday and he said, oh my God, those people in her side chat were disgusting. They were saying that you weren't being sincere. And I'm like, fuck that. I was like, listen, sincere, I just got up sick. Just got up. I didn't have to do that.
And that's what I told everyone, Chad. I was like, she doesn't have to be here. Tiffany's not here.
I can't apologize for anybody else. I'm just saying that for my part. And trust me, when anyone says, "Oh, her apology isn't," well, like, fuck you. This is between me and Diane. It had nothing to do with
She wanted you up. She wanted you up too.
But again,
that was her choice.
And they chose to sit there and listen, right? As painful as it was, and as much boohoo crying that, you know, it was so devastating and traumatizing for them. They sure kept their asses right there to listen to it, right? No, you know, leave the chat. Well, it was agonizing. Go away.
I personally did not see the chat. I came down, said what I needed to say, and went back upstairs. And I was so sick. I was being very honest. And to be quite honest, I thought that Randy's live, I mean, them sending her feces, calling her job, that is not okay. I've never called anybody's job. ever. Have they called the cops to my fucking house? The cops to my, no, the CPS to my school, CPS to my house? Yeah. Guess what? I don't have the heart to do that to somebody else. I've already had it done to me. I would never do that unless I absolutely knew for certain. But people do it out of spite here, and they're disgusting. And
Oh, the irony. Oh, the irony. And you know why she went on Diane's? Because she said she finally felt it was time because she's being called a scammer and she doesn't like it. That's why this whole thing kicked up with St. Jude. That is exactly why all of this kicked up. Molly is a chess player, or she thinks she is. Again, she's playing a game that she thinks nobody's going to be able to keep up with. Well, too bad for Molly, but all of her pieces fell into one place.
I know one person who definitely called CPS on me, for sure. And I got to hear that person's child talk about their parents. And I thought to myself, I'm so glad that my son will never, ever feel that type of pain, disappointment, and disgust in me. And that right there, it was all forgiven because I realized how much better of a parent, how much, and for CPS to walk into this house. I mean, the last lady that came, she goes, I was driving around. She goes, she goes, I was driving around saying, I must have the wrong address because these houses are nice. And I said, no, you're here. And I go, come on. I pulled down my pants. I go.
It's interesting how this happened night before Thanksgiving. Night before Thanksgiving, this conversation took place. Nice, huh? And by the way, child abuse has no boundary as far as nice homes, not nice homes. It happens in every home around the world, unfortunately. There is no social economic standard that it only happens in XYZ. No, that's not the case. It happens in nice homes across the world, all over.
Well, Pete, for you right now. She goes, ma'am, you can close the door. I said, no, here you go. Here you go. I go, here's what I take. Take a picture. And then she goes, can I get one of those? Guess what I did? I grabbed this. I grabbed some Marca. Dear Blake, love, Marissa Zadinsky. She left with an autographed picture. They've never been back. But guess what? It's another layer of protection. It's another layer of protection. The Hershey police know what's going on. They know what I'm doing on YouTube.
Right.
And in a way that actually made me feel a lot better. It really does.
Yeah.
So she signed an autographed picture for her CPS worker that came to her house. Just making sure y'all caught that. Yeah, Mona Lisa, right? That's what, and I don't mean every house. Unfortunately, it doesn't mean having money, not having money doesn't mean anything with child abuse. Unfortunately, that doesn't matter. It happens, unfortunately, just it's all too prevalent. Yeah, she signed an autographed picture. Yeah, okay.
Makes me feel better.
Anytime you're with YouTube, your police have to know. They just have to know.
And there's a girl across the street that her husband bought a house. She works at one of the places that does my hair, and she knows what I do. They all pretty much know that I'm a YouTuber. The doctor next door, she said, I love your YouTube channel. I said, the one that she gave me the prescription for my rhinovirus or whatever I got. She goes, I love your YouTube channel. I said, which one, the crime or the fun? She goes, both of them. I was like, oh my God. So she's here, hey, Katie Joe, ride that big black dick, Katie Joe. We're going to get back to that.
Oh my God.
By the way, Mallory Williams, what did you think of my BBC collection? My BBC series. Were you a fan?
I prefer. I prefer funny comedy. I mean, it's funny. It's a series of comedy, funny. But here's the deal. I fall in the line of sometimes those poor innocent, those poor guys, those poor fellas. I just feel those poor fellas. Sometimes it's just painful. It's just holy shit.
Shannon, I have your autograph picture. Thank you.
Those poor fellas. But I mean,
you know what though? I never said I'll meet you here, right? I never gave them false. Because remember that low life blank screen wants to say, oh, what you did to all those men, blah, blah, blah.
Oh, no, I wouldn't take it that far. But I just
well, that's blank screen for you.
Listen, there's a lot of lonely fellas out there and a lot of lonely, isolated places. And sometimes their only contact are literally these little phone lines and other things. And just having that intimate moment with a female, it can mean the world to them in a moment. And it's like, and I'm not saying some of them guys are just sleazy. Let's just face it. But then a few of them like, oh, you just want to rub your little head. But
I mean, we met some characters. I mean, that guy with the on his nose.
Dude, the guy that I gave $100 to do the moonwalk with the big belly, he's great.
See,
He actually
shit like
texted me a
that,
day later. He texted me a day later, Mallory, and said, "Hey, what can I do for you? What else can I do for you to get more money?" I started laughing.
Yeah.
Honestly-
Can I throw some lemons at you?
Yeah, dude.
I only say that because some guy literally offered me $200 to throw lemons at him. So there was that.
You hooker. You're such a hooker.
Listen,
Is that a
I
fetish?
don't have the best throw. It didn't happen. Listen, I wouldn't get through it without fucking laughing my ass off. It didn't happen. But
Was that a fetish? I'm just curious.
The invitation was nice. It's nice to have be considered.
Can you guys adopt me? Revenge, of course, we can adopt you.
Aw.
Um,
Hey, DC. DC's
like-
cool. I got to talk to her.
I need to get back to this. Was this a fetish?
Apparently, yes, it's a fetish.
You little slut.
To throw lemons? What did his mom like? Love pledge or something? I mean,
He didn't want. Listen, that's all. He just wanted to strip it down to his skimpies. He didn't even want to be fully naked. Just
I would have
strip
took
it down
that $200.
He
Did
just
you do
wanted
it?
me to throw
I would have done it.
Did you do it, Mallory?
What?
Mallory, did you do it?
No, I didn't do it.
You didn't?
I didn't accept the offer. No.
Why
Listen,
not? Even I would do it.
listen,
I'd be like,
it would have involved. Listen, it would have involved going to his house first of all. And I'm like, listen, as much as I like to fucking lemon a bitch in the face sometimes,
That's
reality
good. Were they sliced or were they whole?
they would. I'm assuming they would have been whole. I don't know, but
That's really crazy.
it didn't happen. But the offer was there, and
I'm just trying to think of like what triggers a person
it was so particular. It was just so
Yeah.
specific.
when life gives you lemons. You son of a.
When Mallory throws lemons at you,
Oh, that would have
dude.
done it.
When we see Mallory, we got to get a video of her throwing a
I'm
lemon.
like exactly how many.
I don't even know what to respond about this whole. These are children's advocates.
I'm gonna have to fucking throw.
Just
it.
bring a bag of lemons and just start throwing them
Yeah.
on lightly right in the fucking head.
I would have came in with some pledge perfume on.
Oh
You know,
God.
I don't like lemons.
Let the record show.
Did you
Justin
turn
would
it
have
on?
pimped me out with the lemons. He would have been waiting out in the cars. And bitch, Emerald, get in there and make the money.
Emerald, get your fucking ass in here.
Get in there, Emerald.
Emerald, get your fucking ass in there. You fucking.
Uh,
Oh my god, yes, in high heels, honey. I'd have wore
Oh,
6
there's
inches.
muscles. Hey,
I would have
muscles.
wore fucking 6-inch heels for that one. Yes,
Yeah, heels. Oh my
batter
God.
up, mother
What's she
chicken.
saying?
oh my God, the stories I could truly share with the world. You have
Oh
no
my
idea.
God.
You
Me
all
too.
have just no idea.
I have no idea either. My friend was married.
God,
No.
clams crawling up an esophagus,
Okay.
lemons being thrown at strangers.
Have you ever kind of like? I felt like a cat. Have you guys ever have a cat and it throws up and they're very dramatic when they throw up?
Yes. You worried?
You look at the cat like,
Oh, God, are you okay?
no, you look at the cat and you're like, all right, drama, you have my attention. Just fucking let it go.
It's like
And
you're,
then,
it's like you're feeding a baby bird.
reptile. Yeah, they're
Look at all the
disgusting.
lemons in the side chat.
There's
These poor
nothing worse
people.
than cat vomit. There's nothing worse than cat vomit. Violet ate it. The first time I saw Violet throw up, I brought it to my mother's house and I gave her a little treat because she was good in the car. And she ate it so quickly. She was so fucking dramatic. She went, and it was just the treat and a bunch of saliva. I go, you're wearing a new dress. It's my mother's floor. The fuck is wrong with you? My God. So I clean it up and I'm looking at her like, you. She's upstairs. I took the wedding dress off her, right? I took the wedding dress off her today. And you know what she fucking did with the wedding dress?
Oh God, did you eat it?
No, she went like this. And I went, Grandma,
Gotta love the
on
sound effects.
stage, she
Holy
went
shit.
fucking berserk. I don't know if maybe it was a little tight on her. Maybe you should stop eating so fast, you fat bitch.
You know something? Someone was chatting last night, and you could hear Violet with the charm on her.
Yeah.
My dog does the
They
same
get
thing.
mad. They
And-
get mad.
When she was like, she's always in that bowl. She's always eating. She's like,
I free feed her. And she also had a little bit of tamale yesterday. Oh, can we get to this thing? Some bitch is going around saying that I talked you into taking your intro out of your show. When have I ever spoke to you about your intro?
Me?
No, Justin.
Oh, Justin. Okay.
No, you said my intro was a little 1980 can.
I did.
Yeah, but that was it. But you didn't change that. That was me.
Okay. Yay. We made it through another section. I don't even know what to say about this whole one. I feel like my brain is fried. I feel like my brain's fried, and this is the day before Thanksgiving. So they wanted a show. Well, there's like a minute left. Hold on. Let me go back to it.
And I'm getting
No,
ready
it
to
was.
change it again.
I wouldn't say that, but it was kind of PBS, like public.
And I'm very Mr. Rogers. He is Mr. fucking Rogers. He really is.
That's when I was first starting editing.
It was very public broadcast.
Yeah, I said poorly fucking Rogers suggested. He's the waterfalls and the butterflies and the wings are ventriloquist pop out.
That's so funny.
See, if only Princess could get his shit together and shave that beard, we'd have a fucking great.
But that's what we love about Justice.
No,
though.
it was my old intro. It was my old intro, not the one I have now.
I'm just GNC. Blah blah blah.
You know what it needed? It needed those those sketch lines, those scratch lines that we have in the filter, like that old like old video.
Yeah,
I got.
That's what it needed.
I
It was
got it.
perfect, like a
I
retro.
think I know. Mallory, I got the intro for Justin. How about this?
Yes.
If you're a bad guy, I'm coming for you. And then the busted.
I'm gonna
That's an intro.
I'm gonna need to see
You're
an
a bad
acting-
guy.
I'm gonna need
It's
to
on,
see
mother
an acting-
chicken.
Wait, mother. Wait, mother trucker. What's up right now? Who's this justice for? Oh, motherfucker trucker. I'm Sheree McRae. You say hello? You down with the McCurries? I'm a crazy biatch. Yes, I am. Yo.
Liz wants to see you throwing lemons at the bad guys. Liz is hung up on the lemons, honey.
Vagisil says Happy Thanksgiving. Speaking
Vagisil.
of Vagisil, I'm gonna need to add more tampons to my wish list. I'm gonna need, dude. Did I tell you one time I sent Adrian to go get me tampons? He comes out with this monster.
Well, you guys were talking about the wish list earlier, and there you go. She just confirmed that they are on there. You're welcome. No, she was making fun of Dre. This is what a fucking epic shit show this has been. Wow. Like to think about all of that being in one video too. How we went from the beginning of the video to the end is mind blowing.
The fucking box that I've never even seen made that size. I don't know where I got it. I don't know if he went to fucking Costco or something. And I went, Adrian, really? And he goes, what? And I go, my vagina's not that big. He goes, I didn't think that your vagina was big, dear. He goes, but you have your period every day that ends with a Y. He goes, I go,
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah. I said, I like them to be organic. I like them to be, he goes, oh, I'll go back to the store. I said, you know what? Don't.
It's okay if they're bleached. It's okay if this cotton is bleached.
Listen, my loves, on that beautiful note, I'm gonna step down because it's 1:33 my time.
Mine too. I gotta
shit,
go.
And mine
holy
3.
shit. Listen, I had a blast up here. Thank you for inviting Emerald to join listen, Diamond and Pearls tonight.
She's
Listen.
listen, hey, just so you know, I'd rather have emeralds than fucking pearls.
Well, unless they're Mikimoto. Listen, not for nothing. Okay. Every bitch should have and be so lucky to have a strand of Mikimoto pearls. Just putting it out there.
Do you have Mikimoto pearls, Justin?
No.
Listen.
Well, friends, that was that. So I don't even know what to explain after that. I'm like, oh, Kathy, this is a minor section of my vault. Minor. Hold on. I'm going to show you what's coming up. I'm not doing it today. I can't do it today. There's no way. But the next part of this, y'all, this one's 5 hours.
Should I even put?
The whole thing is 5 hours. It's 5 hours. And then she goes, another hour, another hour, another hour. It's nonstop. And do I have this full one? I think I have this one too. There's so many. Oh my gosh. And then we get into, after Thanksgiving, we get into Princess and her and the shenanigans there. And then we get into the doxing. Crazy. Actually, I might come back this afternoon. Today, I've got a lot more time. Kyle, unfortunately, is sick as hell. His tooth is infected as fuck again. So he will be out later than normal. I actually have more time today. Oh, the wooden, yeah, super easy. Just a palette. Kathy P, I need to upload them to YouTube. I need to put them on YouTube. I've been putting them on YouTube in order of like what I need, but I need to just go through. I just have so much stuff. Once I start looking, I get stuck in there for hours trying to like find stuff. It's such a mess. It's such a mess. There's just so much stuff. How can you sit there for 5 hours? It's impossible, Glam It Up, to sit there for 5 hours without getting up and moving around. That I will have to say, like, I've sat here for 2.5 and my ass hurts. My ass is killing me. But they do it. She didn't only sit there for 5 hours in that one. She sat there for like 10 hours that day. A lot. But we go from Thanksgiving into Christmas and all of the shit that they've pulled. They went back to Florida. We just got done going to Florida in the last part. And now we go back to Florida here pretty soon too. It's absolutely insanity. Oh, Creative Witch, that's a good idea. Speaking of which, I gotta get up. This damn thing hurts my tailbone after a while. My buttocks. Oh, there's the kitty. There's Luna. She's creeping around. Hey, come here. Come here, pretty girl. Come here. Here she comes. I'll get her to come over here. Maybe. Come here, pretty girl. Where'd you go? Come here. Oh, Kiki's right behind me. You see? He's actually pissed. He's got his back turned to me. It's draining. Yeah, it's a lot. Yeah. Oh, Glam It Up. Yeah. It can be a lot for sure. Kenzie's going to do her makeup tomorrow, I think. I'll probably come back this afternoon. I'm going to go get my kids and get everybody organized, figure out what I'm going to give them for dinner, bake them for dinner. And if they're all content and not needing me, then maybe I'll come back and do another part tonight. I just want to get this done and over with because I want to be able to move on, but I want to get the right, correct pieces out there so people can understand, like, this has all been all intentional. All of the drama, all of the distractions, all of it has just been part of the big picture. Oh, yeah. Valentine's Day is tomorrow too. I'm not a big Valentine's Day person. We'll probably celebrate it this coming weekend because it's during the week. So, oh, All Crime with Andy. That's what I need to do. I need to come back and do the BHB stream where she went and talked about Dre. I forgot about that. I need to do that one too. I forgot we were going to do that. Okay. I will try to get my stuff organized. And if I can come back this afternoon, I'll come back this afternoon and do one more for the day. And then tomorrow, this week will be touch and go. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Limey, I know. It's just, I move around a lot. I'm not good in one spot very long. So I'm like constantly moving around or whatever. I do pretty good though. I've done pretty good. I could sit in my bed and shut my camera off. I could sit somewhere comfortable too. I feel like it's easier to do it this way. And then you guys can at least see my face when I'm like, oh, here we go again. Yeah, Andy, I'll do that. I'll do hers. That's what I'll do next. If I can come back this afternoon, I'll do that one next because I've already done one timeline piece, so we can continue with the timeline tomorrow. For sure. Yeah, stand up, sit down. I need one on the treadmill, Livey. I need a treadmill one. Then I can just stand on the treadmill and go. That would be a shit show. All right, y'all. I hope you guys have a great day. I will see you in a little bit. If not, if I can't come back today, I will be back tomorrow. Hey, Lenore. Oh, congrats on the new puppy. Hey, Krug's wifey. Good night or goodbye, everybody. Good moonlight view. I feel like I've been here all day. I feel like I've been here all day. All right. See y'all later. A couple emojis for members. Good ones. Andy, I'll work on it. I don't even know how to do them. Well, I put a few in there. I'll try to get a few more. All right. Bye.